Yep, absolutely. Credit situation very similar at this point.
Ooh.
Oh. She knows how mobile she is.
Stop now, or I'll stop you myself.
Play to win's got some trouble coming in.
Impact in 30 seconds.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Guess like
back
Catwoman is there. Count. Duck.
I'll protect you.
All right.
Nothing serious yet. Just both junglers moving up to the top lane. Looks like Dak is going to help. He's pushing in the lane right now. They want Play to Win to be pushed to his turret. He's getting really low.
Sam's coming in there, looking for vulnerabilities.
Oh.
You got to be so careful in this early game.
Yeah.
That's why we're seeing a lot of relatively passive play. That first blood is so important. It really does dictate so much momentum. Speaking of which, Shazam coming in, sees a vulnerability onto Star Sapphire. Green Lantern trying to lay down the hurt, and will she get out alive? She will, just barely. Nice play. Gaslight Catwoman wanting some revenge. Trying to help out her friend. Looks like Wonder Woman actually snuck up to the top a little bit to try to potentially help out. But overall, no first blood. Both teams play very cautiously.
That would have been rough. Giving Green Lantern first blood is... That's really strong, especially with him building the Two Faces coin. Once he gets that second tier of it, that's the one where you start to accumulate damage based on time.
In the middle. Take the middle.
Oh, he makes it out again.
Gosh. Okay. BrawL, gotta be careful. Actually, Wonder Woman laying down a lasso there. Oh, Superman. Okay, we're getting close. A lot of low health situations here. At the bottom, Wonder Woman and Green Arrow trying to decide who to target. Nice shot. Getting those arrow shots down, but not able to close it out. Gaslight Catwoman sees Shazam in the jungle. A little bit of exchange. Instead of high-fiving each other, they throw stuff at each other.
That's what we would do if we were enemies. We would just high-five each other.
High-five. We're all friends. Okay.
Man.
Very patient play from both these teams.
No one wants to give up first blood.
Important. It's an important match. Important match. They know it. Team C, they must win 2 in a row here. BrawL wins 1 more and they're through to the finals. Again, $1,000 on the line here at the Infinite Crisis Go4 monthly final. So, is it safe to say Robin's your favorite to play? You know Christina hates Robin, right?
I do.
Is that why you play Robin? Because that's why I would play Robin, I think.
I almost want to say yes, but I know she can hear me right now, so yes.
Good answer. Good answer.
No shame.
No shame.
Yeah, Robin's really fun to play. He bounces around a lot. He's really mobile.
Are Batman and Robin a good combo?
Batman and Robin...
Or Gaslight Batman and Robin?
I would say Batman and Robin are a decent combo. I wouldn't say they're the best combo, though.
Sure.
Robin kind of knocks his enemies away as like a disengage kind of thing. Or you can go in and knock people back into your team.
That's fun to do, like a Doomsday and stuff.
Right, exactly.
Superman, speaking of being knocked back, overextending a little bit, getting help from Shazam. A big engagement gonna happen here. Guys like Catwoman trying to make it happen. And there we see the slice of the chainsaw. That's exactly what BrawL's looking for. However, they might lose one. Good target fire there from Green Lantern. Lands the anvil down. So 1 for 1 there. But the first blood goes to Team BrawL.
That's going to be pretty even for them, especially Team C. They got 2 assists off that. BrawL only got 1 assist, so that's more credit sharing. And you talked about that last match, you know, where Arcane Green Lantern was starting to be a part of everything, and he was just accumulating all the credits. And once you're a team player in something like this, you are just so much more fed. And you don't have to get the kills, you just have to be a part of what's going on.
Yep. Oh, wow. Nice. Gaslight Catwoman able to get the kill onto Green Lantern there. So still pretty even in the early game, but BrawL definitely playing a little bit better than last game as far as the early game is concerned.
Oh, almost tried to steal it. So both teams have, excuse me, Team C has a double EMP and BrawL has a single EMP in their base right now. So that's going to work out for them. He's getting really low with Play to Win coming back in.
3 versus 1, but there's a turret there. Gotta be careful. Now Shazam joining the mix. No major engagements just yet. Credit advantage just barely on BrawL's side, 12.2k to 11.1k. No single person is really separating themselves. Green Lantern though, 25-24, it's pretty nice, but it's matched pretty easily there on the other side. Dak with 25, 44, and MXL right around there too. And look at actually Ease up to over 3K. That's very impressive at this point, I think.
Ease is very good at farming. He's always been one of the best players in terms of last hitting, continuing to farm the lane, even if you're falling behind, still pushing ahead.
Green Lantern coming in to help out. There's a lockdown, and GS is going to be taken down by Green Lantern. Very nicely done. 4 members swinging to the bottom there from Team C. And that's what they're looking for. I mean, I think we saw, that was one of the first major engagements we saw in the last game where we saw 2 teleports incredibly fast, taking BrawL off guard in a very similar situation there. Nicely done, going to target down this turn a little bit, but feeling comfortable to back away.
Might have an engage on play to win here as we're seeing Dak come in with Ease.
Okay, careful, play to win. Sticking around for now, Superman running away. Running in the wrong direction. Now he's going, I think he's gone. He's toast.
He is toast.
Not the wisest decision to engage there. Superman a little bit over-eager.
He did have vision in the area too, so I'm a little surprised that Dak had got in there and they'd taken him out. They don't have any crowd control aside from Atomic Wonder Woman sweep slow, so he can get out pretty easily. That was a little bit weird. Oh!
I don't expect that to work there. Arcane Green Lantern. Try to make something happen. Just pokes here and there.
Don some armor and plant your feet, brother.
I love the
lingo in this game.
I love it.
It's very
just
subtle too.
Casually talk to each other.
Yeah.
And it only happens when things are like Green Lantern was poking and he's like, huh, you could poke a little better
Oh,
than
speaking
that.
of poking, Arcane Green Lantern trying to sneak out of there. Very nice shot there from Green Arrow, but barely getting out alive. He's got his ultimate. Thing is so strong. See if one of them can get a lasso here. Fun combo, securing a lasso, and then Green Lantern just lays down the hurt.
She's got 10 seconds until her blocking bracers is up.
Alright. Keep an eye on that. Still a minor credit advantage for BrawL. Much more even than the last game.
Sam might be looking for a gank right now. No, he's gonna go back up to the top. He did spawn the Raider in the top side, so BrawL wouldn't have the advantage on Raider and bottom because they're winning the lane. You want to make sure you take it up to the top to get it away from their main contributors. And Wonder Woman is a huge contributor once you get to objectives.
Yeah.
Her ability to lock people down inside of those objectives is huge.
She'll be controlling the pace too, and it's very similar to last game. Of course, GS playing Wonder Woman in this game, played Mecha Superman in the last game, so very used to deciding on when the best time to initiate. We have a stealth pad, actually. Yeah, Atomic Wonder Woman lurking.
They're
in the
waiting.
Stealth pad up there,
They're waiting.
as well as guys like Callum.
Oh,
Might get Shazam here. Shazam's lurking in the area. Might be a 2v1. No.
Oh.
He's gonna sneak away. Gotta be so careful running through that jungle. Get tracked down pretty easily.
They're starting to lose vision. Team C. They don't have any vision in this top area. That's really gonna hurt them, especially with Dak being level 6. They need as much vision ahead of where he'll be able to use stealth to run up to them. And right now, that's not gonna be too good.
All right.
See some pings
Lots of
from
posture on
Raider.
the map. Arcane Green Lantern actually lurking a bit away. Something that's hiding your strategy. Oh,
Oof.
decent lasso. Kind of hiding where you are, what you're doing. Keep your opponent guessing is a very good method to use. Like periodically kind of leaving your lane could be good. Oh my God, ultimate, look at that.
Oh, man.
That was quick and easy. But on the other side, I think Superman, are you overextending again?
Oh, is he going to make it out?
He's gone.
Oh.
Sliced. The ultimate there.
So 1 for 1.
1 for 1. Player from either team, both overextending slightly. Green Arrow trying to hit those ultimates. Green Arrow's super fun to play.
He is very fun to play.
Might be a favorite of mine. Of course, it's important to have a good teammate with you in lane, which I think Green Arrow does. Gotta be careful.
Oh, no.
Oh, overextending just a bit. Look at that
Wow.
ultimate from Mecha Wonder Woman. That's gonna be a 2 for 0. And
Oh, Star Sapphire teleported in.
teleport in from Star Sapphire. A little bit risky, a little bit bold. Trying to target down Arcane Green Lantern.
Oh, no.
Oh, here comes Atomic Wonder Woman. This is going to change things around a little bit. Mecha's Wonder Woman trying to get out of there, but she's going to get sliced Green Lantern running. Ah,
Be careful, Amazon.
it's a scary monster. Run, Green Lantern.
Oh, he's not getting out of here.
It's gone.
Oh, is it enough?
It is.
Ah, just making it.
Wow, 3 gone there for Team C.
Should be more
And
careful.
BrawL, they're going to be super happy with their position right now.
The start of that fight with Cripsy
Oh,
going
Superman.
down was huge.
Superman and Shazam, they got to be careful too. Okay, they know the Raider is going to be worked on.
Oh, they have the aura, the health aura going around now, so they'll just completely be filling up to full.
They're going to get it. Nicely
Oh,
done.
nice lasso.
Shazam might get caught.
Oh, he's definitely caught.
Will he get taken out? It's going to be close, actually. Looks like he'll barely get away. Superman going to be targeted down. Ooh, Green Arrow trying to get that ultimate landing. 5 at the top here from Team BrawL.
Oh, no.
I don't know where Superman's going. Not towards his turret, that's for sure. And he's going to get taken out. So everything going Team BrawL's way right now. Pretty much every engagement has been just picking one guy, picking another, picking another. We need a little bit more coordination from Team C, I think.
Maybe they're falling apart from that last match. It did last really long.
Yeah, I've been there. You're like so far ahead in a game, and
Yeah.
you should definitely, you're like, all right, we got this, we're going to win. And then the comeback happens, it's like, it's a little bit deflating.
Yep.
You know? So, see if Team C can bring it back. They got some work to do. Remember, BrawL's up 1-0. They win one more, they're on to the finals.
They definitely have the ability to bring it back, especially with the team comp that they
I
have.
mean, I can't even say anything anymore based on the last game, man. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
anything can happen in Infinite Crisis. If you think you're safe, you might not be.
We will not fail.
Ooh, speaking of not safe, that was a close call.
Top Wonder Woman.
Shazam was making
Doesn't-
his way up there, too.
And we said she doesn't scale as well late game.
Oh, no, she went back in. Oh, this is not going to be good.
Well, Shazam coming in there with the ultimate wall. He's feeling a little bit cheeky. She's like, this game's going pretty well. Let's see if we can get some more damage in.
He got the knockdown in at the exact same time she vaulted, so it completely canceled her vault.
Green Arrow. Trying to poke a little bit.
Blocking
Don't want to get over
bracers is
cheeky. Here's Wonder Woman. Look out for that lasso. When you hit that lasso, it's so fun.
up. It is really fun. Team C taking that top turret. It's really going to help them out in terms of credit and just pressure overall.
Looking forward to the first team fight. I think that's going to say a lot about these team comps and how they work together, who they're
Yep.
targeting down, and of course it's going to be a good meter on where this game kind of is and where it's heading. Because if you look at the credit advantage, it's actually dead even. 22.2k to 22.2k. So still fairly even of a game, I think. And if we talk about objectives too, no turrets have been taken out just yet. So I think the first team fight might happen around the Raider. Actually, we have 3 coming to the bottom here.
Oh,
They know. Oh, he's trying to catch up to Green Arrow,
nice
but
constrict.
he's going to roll out of there just fine. Actually, a lasso going the other direction. I don't know if he wanted that to land.
Yeah, she completely...
That's bold.
GS. He did not care.
If that lands, gets scary. But again, Wonder Woman pretty beefy, and with the Green Arrow there, you can kind of make some crafty stuff happen, but certainly a risk. But we'll see. These guys are good, as they say.
Dak is making his way down to the bottom. Oh, just missing the lasso. That would have been huge.
That would have, because we had Dak right there, ready to capitalize on a lasso. Again, that's why that lasso is so important. You get that initiate. It's pretty much an automatic kill if you time it right. Meanwhile, a little bit of a skirmish between Atomic Wonder Woman and, of course, Superman.
No. Deathstroke's
getting
Claymore, the
pretty close.
Terminate's going out.
Whoa!
Oh, they both the ultimates. Wow. Up and away used right to his face.
That's one of those that feels good, too.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's 1v1. I don't even care what's happening on the rest of the map. At this moment in time, it's me, it's you, and it's a battle to see who's supreme. And we all saw how that worked out. He's able to slice and dice Mr. Play to Win.
Play to Win is starting to fall a little bit further behind with that 1 and 5.
5 deaths for Play to Win.
He's doing well with credits, but unfortunately,
That's 5 kills for Ease.
yeah.
6.3k credits for Ease as well. And that's a really good position to be in at this point in the game. Wonder Woman landing a lasso. Retreating pretty quickly, though.
This combination of the chain lockdown route plus Tempest is amazing. We saw that earlier when Cripsy went down. Arcane Green Lantern locked them both down inside of the Tempest ultimate of Mecha Wonder Woman, so she was just spraying bullets at everyone. That was pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
Oh, the lasso lands on Arcane Green Lantern. Remember, Gaslight Catwoman is there trying to target him down, taken down
man.
very easily. We have a teleport in there, it looked like from Shazam, trying to get involved in the action. Now they got to be a little bit careful here. They don't have a lot of health. Wonder Woman's a little bit low. She's coming back, though. Very deceptive, the health of Wonder Woman. She can be low, but she's very meaty.
Yes.
But a really good exchange there for BrawL getting that kill onto Arcane Green Lantern. And that is the power of the jungler, especially the power of Gaslight Catwoman and the lasso, of course. Land that lasso, Gaslight Catwoman's nearby. Scary stuff can happen. It's revenge. Superman trying to get some revenge at the top. Meanwhile, Green Arrow getting lightning bolted to death there by Shazam. Superman overextending a little bit. Will he get taken out? No, Arcane Green Lantern with a great save. Gonna hop in there at the last second and preserve the life of Superman. He's gonna thank him.
Oh, they're in trouble.
Are they? Oh, Green Lantern is there with the flank. Catwoman actually trying to make the best of the situation, trying to take down Superman, but does he have enough?
Oh, no.
That went very wrong for BrawL, losing 2. And that was because, was that Green Lantern? Yeah, Green Lantern came out of the shadows. You gotta be so aware of your surroundings. That's why vision is so important in this game. Because you never know when someone's lurking, when someone's coming in. You might think, okay, I have an advantage. It's 2 versus 1. But then the flank happens, and it's all of a sudden 3 versus 2 against you. So you got to be so careful not to get caught off guard there. And that's a testament to how good these guys are. Superman very low in health. I don't know why he's still here. He's got to be careful. Lasso onto Shazam, but Shazam is very meaty. Interesting decision to target him down. Green Lantern might be the better option, but it might work out.
Ooh.
Arcane Green Lantern. Oh my God.
That's
careful.
One kill. Oh, I can
There's
hear the
a lot of
reclaimer
low health.
coming out.
I think he's dead. Shazam might be taken out too. Superman is certainly gone.
That's another kill for Star Sapphire.
Wow.
That's the person you want to start getting kills.
They were so low in health, and they were staying on the map trying to take down the raid. It's very risky. Another one might be taken out. Shazam, so low in health. Star Sapphire trying to close it out. It gets taken down. Very nicely done. And just like that, 3 gone from Team C. And that's how quickly things can turn around. You got to be so cautious, so careful, especially when you're playing against such a good team as BrawL is. You're never safe.
Star Sapphire is starting to make some plays, and in the last match, MXL was playing Joker, who he has the similar amount of AoE that Star Sapphire has. Unfortunately, his is mostly skill shot. With her Bonds of Love, she can kind of link it to the crystal wherever it is, so she knows ahead of time where she's going to place it, and that's how she got that kill. All she had to do was aim for the crystal on the ground, and then the bonds automatically attracts to the nearest enemy.
Right.
So
I got to play more with Star Sapphire.
It's fun.
I got to play more with her.
She is one of my favorite champions to play.
Very nicely done. Very nice display of skill. And we sit at a minor credit advantage here for Team BrawL. 33.3K to 29.9K. A lot of people calling them the favorites. A lot of people calling them unstoppable in the game of Infinite Crisis. And it might be true. They proved it that last game, coming back from a ridiculous deficit, like a 20K credit advantage. Oh, this can't happen, though. Getting caught off guard is Wonder Woman. She's very meaty. She's very strong, but not that strong. Whoa. Airplane being thrown down. Hold on a second. A lot of team members are involved here. There's also a skirmish at the top of the map while this is all happening, so lots of stuff to look out for. Arcane Green Lantern getting taken out very low as Gaslight Catwoman and Green Arrow. Green Lantern trying to get the kill on Green Arrow. They are the same color, but it doesn't mean they're allies. And he's going to get it.
Oh, man.
He's going to get it. Shazam with the final punch.
Jeez, is he going to get taken out this time
Maybe.
instead?
Maybe.
Oh.
Wow, just barely getting away. Okay. So.
Good fights.
Good fights. Team C coming out a little bit ahead there. But overall, we're seeing a lot of really dynamic play. I mean, that was a very unusual, very unique fight there. It's kind of in the jungle-ish. And when there's so many obstacles around, you got to be so careful which direction you head. You never know when you're gonna get caught, or you never know when someone's lurking. Because it's easy to have vision in those lanes, but in that jungle, anything can happen.
Speaking of jungle, the EMP in the top lane is coming up in just about 50 seconds from now. So they're going to be looked to taking that. Also, they have the speed buff on both sides and the health buff on both sides. So they're just looking to try and take their own objectives, the smaller ones, health buffs, the auras that worked really well in the last game when they were using the health auras.
Ooh. These guys are duking it out so much at the top. Superman versus Atomic Wonder Woman. Ooh, who's lurking? It's Shazam! Remember, very mobile is Atomic Wonder Woman, but looks like she's getting out just fine. No big deal. Just leaps out super fast. Team kind of moving up there, though. The rest of BrawL.
Cripsy almost caught out by himself there.
Okay.
What do
Got
we got
3
here?
members from BrawL at the top. But Superman staying back very wisely. A little bit of a skirmish here.
Oh, GS.
Green Lantern's there too. It's 2 versus 1. Where's her team? She can't take them on alone. When you're Wonder Woman, you gotta have teams there. Oh, turning
the
around, a
bait.
great lasso. And we have Ease leaping in, trying to target down Shazam. Green Lantern getting so much damage done. A great ultimate. So much damage being done. 2 kills. Wow. Team BrawL felt confident to turn around, throw down that lasso, but that ultimate was sick from
Very nicely done
Green
there
Lantern.
from Green Lantern
Yeah.
Prime. Had looked like the blocking bracers was going to completely turn the fight around.
I mean, it was Shazam they were targeting, and that's always like
Yep.
a questionable thing. It's so tough to make that decision. Sure, Shazam might be getting low, but it's so deceptive because of how much more health, how much more sustainability they have. And Green Lantern was there. No one was touching Green Lantern, so he was just having fun. Plenty of mana to lay down the power damage, having fun dropping planes and getting damage done. So great fight there from Team C, and this match is really going back and forth. The credit, there's no really a huge credit advantage. Only 1K at the 25-minute, 40-second mark of the game. The kill death assist ratios very similar. I love looking at assists, 24 to 22 right now in favor of Team C. So it's like no huge disparities. Certainly can go either way.
Both teams doing a really good job at continually being in the thick of things.
Right.
You know, credits, kills, assists, all even, objectives pretty much even. BrawL has double EMP in base right now. They're not looking to use it until a little bit later, around 30-minute mark, when they start to heavily push down a lane, or when they know they're going to group up. But they need Cripsy in that bottom lane still because they had lost the turret so early, that they need him to continue to farm there and push this lane forward.
If we're talking about powerful people right now, I'm really liking Team C and Kythus. He has 7 kills, 4 assists, 8.5K credits.
Yeah.
And Green Lantern, he's the guy you want with all the juicy credits, because he can scale that damage so well in the late game. His ultimate can make tears happen. A lasso actually going on in Shazam. I think that might have been a minor mistake there. You'd rather hit. Well, actually, Superman's going to be alone here. 3 versus 1, a very tough situation. Shazam here as well, doing an ultimate onto Gaslight Catwoman. Gaslight Catwoman is going to get taken out. Dak. There's the ultimate from Green Lantern. It's 4 versus 2, but another falling there from Team C. They're down 2. Only 1 down from Team BrawL. A third getting taken out by Team C. A great team fight for BrawL there. That's what they were looking for. 4 for 1 at the end of that fight. That went super well for them.
Cripsy came up from the bottom lane. He immediately backed once they knew that the Raider was going down. And unfortunately, not the same for Satura. He just continued to push the lane. So he might be able to get that turret for that, but that's 4 members of his team dead.
Yeah, and
they're going to lose.
They're going to lose this turret.
Middle, and they have a chance at losing the top.
I don't see why not. They can definitely just make a beeline to that, and that's what they're going to do.
So that's not going to go too well for them. Oh, a teleport coming out. Dak might be able to get a kill here. I don't know if he has enough
Okay,
damage.
it's going to be a 1 versus 1. It's going to come down to the last tell.
Oh, Terminate is there!
Barely get it, but the drone's going to finish it off.
Wow.
Flight does not.
That was a huge pickup for BrawL.
So that's all 5 gone in the last minute from Team C. BrawL, just like that, opening up a 7.7K credit advantage, up to 35 assisted to 27 of Team C. Looking at the total credit counts, we got Ease and MXL over 10K, and no one over 9K for Team C. So, what an interesting sequence of events there in the span of about a minute and a half. Team BrawL showing some fancy stuff. I think they took down 2 turrets, and they got the amazing engagements in the team fights.
MXL stacking a lot of credits or damage on the power harvest and on the logos. Once you pick up a coin from the ground, or if you last hit, you get the power damage collector start ticking up, and you get 0.75 power damage per credit that you're picking up.
Right.
And if you die, you lose a certain portion of it. And if he's at 7 and 2 right now, and he continues to stack this up and he's never dying, then he's going to start being stronger and stronger continually. So Team C needs to look to shut him down at the point where he's at right now.
Sure. So, the next team fight I think is going to be very important. I think Team BrawL's been doing a great job, obviously, kind of catching
Oh no.
Catching. Speaking of catching, Green Lantern getting targeted down. Can he get taken down? Yes, he will. And everyone's still alive on Team BrawL. Oh, no. Okay, just now taken down. What? What? Gaslight Catwoman, what are you doing? Shazam's like, no, sirree, you're getting taken out. Turning on to Wonder Woman as well. It was even at first.
Focusing the tank, that's the wrong thing to do.
Very dangerous proposition. Shazam and Wonder Woman both kind of a little bit tanky. And the kill being laid down. Nice job by Team C. 3 for 1. That's what they want. Can they get another one? Arcane Green Lantern trying to get out of there. Excuse me, that's what BrawL wants. 3 for 1.
He'll be able to get out.
Meanwhile, another skirmish between Superman and Atomic Wonder Woman. It never ends. Trying to leave bounds. Superman saying, you cannot leave. You cannot run.
Meanwhile, the bottom lane.
That was a fun little trick. Oh yeah, Green Lantern. Just like, hey, what's going on? I'm just shooting my arrows.
Just shooting
doing my thing.
I'm doing my axle toss in my free time.
Oh yeah, shooting those arrows. Well done. I like what you did there. I like that. I'm okay if that becomes a thing. I'm okay with that. That's fun. Frickin' bow and arrows. All right.
Good push by Cripsy though. While the rest of his team was fighting, he knew that he couldn't make it there in time, so he'll just take 2 turrets out of it.
Yep. I'll get a couple objectives down here.
Right. MXL picking up the EMP in the top, so that's really going to help them out.
Nicely done. Okay, so 30 minutes, 10K credit advantage for BrawL. This is a position they're going to be probably very happy with, considering at this time in the last game, they were like down by 20K or something. I don't even remember. A lot.
A lot of K.
They spent like half the game in their base trying to defend against actually probably 70% of the game.
Actually, they did.
They did. Like they were all just floating around on their base, just defending and staying patient. And now, at this point in the game, they actually have a decent amount of map presence. And they actually feel comfortable to come across the map. And they're actually retaining. Actually, I think they have an objective advantage right now, too. So, BrawL certainly happy with how this is going.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun watching Superman and Atomic Wonder Woman duke it out. But I think Atomic Wonder Woman getting the better of Superman. Maybe not, though.
They've been going back and forth.
It's been going back and forth.
They've been going back
that
and forth.
last kill, it's got to feel good for Superman. Okay, we might have a team fight in the middle here. Look out. Look out.
Lasso just missing there.
That lasso. So important. Shazam is going to be fine.
Yep.
Raider phasing complete. That's what BrawL was looking for. And they're going to get it without too much contention. We got Green Lantern sneaking over. However, all 4 players are here. Actually, there's Atomic Wonder from the top, but she can get in the mix very quickly. Oh, nice interesting ultimate there. Getting a lot of damage done. Shazam being targeted down by Green Arrow. Then Star Sapphire. Another skirmish going to happen here. Mecha Wonder Woman being targeted down by Wonder Woman and Atomic Wonder Woman taking her out very quickly. Superman's like, you know what? I don't want any part of that. Get me out of here.
Star Sapphire also getting really low. Shazam using his blood bargain there, trying to get out. Arcane Green Lantern.
3, so 2 down, 1 down. And I think, yep, Superman taken down, tracked down by those members from Team BrawL, so they're certainly staying happy about this. Bringing their credit advantage up to 13K. They're still pressing up the middle.
We can definitely get the dampener now at this point.
Oh, that was cute. That was a cute little defense.
They don't have Cripsy. Cripsy's not going to be up for another 10 seconds, but they have a lot of damage.
Look at how fast.
2 assassin attack damage champions.
Green Lantern trying to shoo him away.
Ooh. GS. He's ballsy.
Yeah. Like seeing it. You got to be with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Play Wonder Woman properly, you really got to have such a good sense of how much health you actually have and when you can actually stay, because your decisions are going to impact the rest of your team big time. And if you can stay low health but stay alive, that's like a huge asset to your team. So definitely keep an eye on GS. He was playing Mecha Superman last game and showed just how good he is. I like the way he's been playing.
He does such a good job at... He's not the... Dak is the shot caller, I believe, in the jungle, but he does such a good job at leading the focus and the full force into the other team, and he knows exactly who to go on. And if there's no call made, he knows how to make the call to say, hey, no, this is a bad idea, or this is it. We need this fight right now.
Right.
And he gets it done every time.
Okay. It's fun to watch, too. I mean, if you want to learn, this is what you watch. This is what you learn from.
Yep.
These guys are the best. Playing in the Go4 Infinite Crisis monthly final. $1,000 on the line again. The winner of this best of 3 series moves on to the final with $1,000 on the line. BrawL is up 1-0. One more win, and they're through. They're looking good right now. 62.2K to 47.7K is the credit advantage. But if we learned anything about Infinite Crisis, it's not over until it's over. Based on the last game, it was like an hour and 14 minutes long.
We have the Leviathan. This is the first Leviathan BrawL will be able to go for in the series.
So this could be a good opportunity for, if Team C can know this is going on, this could be a good opportunity for them to jump in here. And I think they have an idea. They're all kind of moving in this location. They're pinging in that direction. Leviathan is taken out.
I don't know if
See
they're
what
gonna
Team
make it
C
in time.
decides to do. No, they're gonna back up. They're not feeling confident to engage just yet. Probably a wise choice, but that means those buffs go to Team BrawL. Let's see how they take advantage. Here is that battle we've been watching all game long. Superman versus Atomic Wonder Woman. Superman's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
He's actually got shut down pretty hard there.
There's a lasso. That was just kind of a tickle lasso, not really meaning to do anything. He's no teammates around him.
Doing a little dance.
What was?
That was her dance.
That's funny.
Actually, that's her taunt.
Is that joke?
Oh, that's her joke. I'm
Is
sorry.
that a joke?
Invisible airport.
So GS having the time to type in /joke. That's pretty funny. I like seeing that. Acting like an airplane.
So they have the middle dampener down. They can go for the bottom dampener now.
Ah.
Oh, now's the time to go
careful.
in for it.
Careful. Looking for a lasso. Do they have any EP?
They don't.
Oh yeah,
have
they
it.
can.
They don't have it yet. No.
Oh no. Okay.
No. It's still sitting in their base.
Oh. Good try that lasso.
They'll get some more damage. Atomic Wonder Woman still pushing in the top lane, so it'll continue to split push. Nice Tempest there coming out from Satura. Oh, the lockdown from Arcane Green Lantern.
Careful. Team BrawL backing up. Still got Atomic Wonder Woman at the top. Do that damage, but BrawL not electing to engage just yet. Green Lantern trying to hold true on that tower. Look out for the lasso from Wonder Woman.
Mid lane is
If you
pushing.
can land it onto Green Lantern, that would be... Oh my gosh, yeah, look at the middle there. So this is a tricky situation. Team C's, they're going to be spread out a little bit. They have a lot of fronts to deal with. Superman's still at the top trying to defend that top dampener. The middle turret as well. Well, middle dampener's gone, but you got to deal with those drones coming down there.
Oh.
Trying to figure out a way to do that. Wonder Woman, uh-oh, big team fight's going to happen here. Great ultimate
no.
onto Wonder Woman, targeting her down. Are they going to take her out? She's much stronger than she seems. Superman should be able to close that down. I'm not sure what Atomic Wonder Woman is doing with her axe. She's kind of ignoring this team fight.
Mal getting really low. Has the blood bargain. Is he going to get taken down from the Predator?
2 down from BrawL.
Oh no! MXL stayed way too long.
Don't overextend. Superman trying to close the kill. They're both very low in health. Green Lantern!
Oh no,
Turn around on the Green. Here comes Shazam trying to save his friend. Oh, everyone is so low in health. And everyone pretty much dies. Okay, that was a 1-for-1 there. Shazam barely still alive. No one there to clean up that. But 3 gone from BrawL, 2 gone from Team C. And as far as objectives are concerned, I mean, BrawL is certainly still ahead big time, 67.7K to 51.1K. It's a situation where Team C, they need a really one-sided team fight.
Yeah.
That was okay, kind of a 3-for-2 situation. So, you know, that's a step in the right direction, but still a lot of work to do.
Taking out Cripsy there at the start of the fight was crucial. Ease was getting a little bit caught out. He didn't have Reclaimer up just yet. That's why we saw him bouncing around over there, trying to get down as quickly as possible. Then they ended up using the Reclaimer onto Kythus way in the back and to chase him out. That's why we saw Atomic Wonder Woman in that the bottom dampener way far away from the rest of the team.
Yeah, that was very interesting. But it worked. I mean, could have been better, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. At the end of the day, BrawL, they're happy. They're happy right now. What would you like to see from Team C? Maybe an adjustment, or maybe what to look out for as far as them trying to close that gap a little bit?
They need to make sure they keep the vision down. Kanga's doing a nice job of this. I would really like it if they put some vision down on the EMPs, at least to know when the EMPs are being taken from the enemies, so they can prepare ahead of time. Because if you can't prepare ahead of time, when somebody comes in with 2 EMPs, that's going to be really rough.
Sure.
Because then you have to start thinking right then, and that's the time when Wonder Woman could just jump in while you're mid-conversation of talking about, well, what happens if she comes in with EMP? And you could always think about that ahead of time, regardless if they actually have it or not. But it's nice to know you're a little bit safe when you can be.
Speaking of safety, Wonder Woman, I like to go for a 1v2. If there's one person who can do that, it might be her. Looking for support. There comes Green Arrow. She already used her lasso. Not going to have that available right now. And now a little bit of indecision on who to target. A lasso being thrown nowhere, really.
They need to switch targets.
I don't think they can take anyone down here. Is this a time to EMP?
Shazam is in the top lane, so this is now they want
Here
the
they
EMP.
go.
They can take down
there it
play
is.
to win.
Targeting down Superman. Play to win.
Oh.
He's going to stay alive. A great ultimate. And BrawL reconsidering what they're doing here. Shazam sprinting in here, he has so much health. He's going to be the guy who wants to get up close and personal. Wonder Woman getting very low, but that's a little bit deceptive. She's getting alive. No deaths yet. Star Sapphire being targeted down by Mecha, Wonder Woman, and of course, Superman.
Oh, man.
Look at how low they are.
Everyone getting super low. Satura,
Taken out. Green Arrow taken out. Oh, MXL gone. That's 3 members from Team BrawL. They're toast. Still all 5 alive for Team C. They could kill all 5. They could kill all 5.
Oh, they're going
running. Where are they running?
Going for the dampener. They can take down. Oh, he pops the Rage Out Ghoul. He popped the Rage Out Ghoul, stopping him from taking the dampener. Can they stop it? No. That was a good pickup, actually, by GS and Ease to run and get the dampener.
I mean, they lost 5 and they got a dampener. So it's like...
I mean, if you're going to die, then you might as well go for something.
Of course. But overall, you know, obviously not the best situation there for BrawL.
No, not at all.
It kind of snowballed out of control a little bit. I think Team C did a great job isolating the proper champions. I mean, from the beginning, they targeted down Wonder Woman a little bit. I think Wonder Woman overextended a little bit, and then she was really low in health, which means as that team fight goes along, she's not going to be able to be involved as much. I mean, it's that situation. Like, she is so integral to this team composition that if Wonder Woman isn't involved, isn't in the center of the action, and isn't able to protect her teammates as well, it's not going to be fun. And that's kind of what happened for BrawL, and they kind of just got picked apart from there.
Yep. And right off the bat, we saw her use the blocking bracers onto Kaithus when she had came out of this stealth pad area. She ended up using blocking bracers. The rest of the team was not yet there, so he was able to escape out of there.
Right.
Not taking, you know, taking it down to about 50% health, but he was able to back, and that's a lot of output that BrawL is missing out on once blocking bracers is gone. You can't follow up with a Predator from Star Sapphire to lock everyone else down. No one was there to help out.
So Team C, that's kind of pretty much what they're looking for. If you're thinking about, okay, how do I close the gap? How do we bring it back a little bit? That's exactly what you do. It was like a 5-for-1. They did lose a dampener at the end of the day. Obviously, very worth it for them. So this game can still go either way. 50 assists to 43, 74.4K to 59.9K. Team C looking to pick some people off. Wonder Woman kind of lurking. Going to be backing up. She's with Green Arrow, but at this point, if you're going that far further, if you're going that far forward, you're going to want more than 2 with you. So they're going to back up.
Resurfacing in 30 seconds.
Leviathan coming back up.
And they know that.
I think... I'm not quite sure if Team C can actually fight for the Leviathan at this point because the bottom dampener is down. Had it not gone down, they definitely could have fought over it.
Yeah.
The lane is pretty far pushed. If Kanga can stop the lane from pushing any harder than it already is, oh man, it looks like they're just
forward here.
They're not even waiting for Leviathan. They just know they need to push. Now's the time, especially with Atomic Wonder Woman pushing the top lane down at the same time.
Okay. Now it looks like they are backing up though. Yep, they're picking Leviathan. That's where they're going. However, don't get caught. Ease can get caught here. You gotta be careful.
Oh, Amio Device is coming out. That's a nice speed boost there. Is it going to be enough to stop Ease? He is going to get slowed. Oh, that was enough time to stop BrawL from doing the Leviathan, though.
I was careful. They still might do it here, but they got to do it quickly. No, I don't think Team C is together enough here to really contest this. So Leviathan is going to be taken down.
Because of the bottom dampener being down, the elite drones are just pushing in way too hard for them.
All right. So, Leviathan secured, bottom dampener down. Might try to focus middle, maybe send someone to the top. I think that'd be a wise choice. Send 4 in the middle, send 1 at top.
Yep.
Pressure both those lanes. And of course, the drones at the bottom are going to do the work on their own. They're already really pressing forward at that bottom lane. So, Team C, they're going to be spread out fairly soon, I feel. A lot of members from BrawL actually backing and buying, so not really keeping up the momentum that they could have right now.
It's interesting to see them on the opposite sides of the spectrum. BrawL was in their base the entire time last match. Team C's been in their base most of this last 10 to 15 minutes. And they're still sticking it out as well as BrawL did, but let's see if BrawL can use these Leviathan buffs and the double EMP to their advantage here.
Okay. Keep an eye on that. They're getting together here in the middle. Look out for the lasso from Wonder Woman if she can land it. That's going to dictate that initial initiation. Sees a camera taking that out. Of course, the other teams from BrawL going to be staying a little bit further back until Wonder Woman gets involved. Remember her ultimate too. Very powerful.
This is
Very
going to
tense.
be tough.
Very tense. Some dancing. It's like very tense, and they start dancing.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Stop lying.
It's like a very tense situation. It all comes down to this, and they're dancing. Dance party.
Ooh, that would have been a nice lockdown on a Star Sapphire.
Go to the top.
They
Is
have
this where they
double
leap in?
EMP.
Is this where they leap in?
Here it
Is
goes.
this where they leap
dropping
in?
it down.
It is when they leap in. There's an ultimate from Wick. Oh!
Stasis is out.
I'm a little bit confused about that. Okay. Well, still even. However, Superman might be overextending a little bit. Arcane Green Lantern coming in too. We got Shazam trying to make something happen.
be
No
enough
one
to take down
falling.
these.
Yeah, it's a great ultimate. Look at this. Completely locked down. But everyone's still alive. Green Arrow is so low in health. So is Superman. And
Oh man.
I don't see Wonder Woman dying. However, they're coming. They're extending forward a little bit. Gotta be careful with that, because at any moment, BrawL could turn around. Because Wonder Woman still has a lot of health. I don't know about this from Shazam. It's 3 versus 1. No. I don't know if I agree with this.
Oh no.
Shazam very low in health, and that might have been a mistake. He was targeting Wonder Woman too. That's definitely a mistake. And at the top here.
Oh, Satura. He pops the Rage Gold, but he's gonna revive
my
back
gosh.
up. Oh man.
See, it looks so well for Team C, but I think they overextended. I definitely think they overextended. They got a little bit overeager, and it just takes one, right? Shazam, he was the one who kind of overextended, initiated a 1 versus 3 that on paper looked kind of good, but whenever Wonder Woman is half health, even though the other two were like very, very, very low in health, Shazam was targeting Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman half health is actually pretty freaking strong. Shazam learned that the hard way. We had some members from Team BrawL turn around, 3 versus 1. Shazam targeted down, and then from there, some craftiness for BrawL. Taking down 2, not losing any on their own, which leads them to about a 21K advantage. Also, 2 dampeners still down on Team C. So
the power core turret also was getting really low because the bottom elite drones were pushing into the base.
Right.
So while that was getting low, Kaithus had to back, and I think maybe didn't communicate so well with the rest of the team, saying, "Hey, no, look, our base is going down. I need to go back. I can't follow through with the rest of you guys." And Shazam thought that everyone was still behind him, but he wasn't. And sometimes when you get caught up in those moments, you make a little bit of those mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, as a team, Team C, their dampener was getting low, then they kind of shoved back. Maybe they felt kind of good. They're like, all right, this is a good way to make a comeback happen. Let's get some free, easy kills. But when you're playing against BrawL, I don't think there's such a thing as an easy kill, quote unquote. And that was kind of proven. Shazam getting picked off. So BrawL playing this very nicely, retaining their momentum, retaining pressure on all the lanes. Of course, they just got to make sure to stay together and not get picked off.
Yeah. They do have another EMP on them. I think that's going to be it. They'll probably use the EMP onto the bottom dampener as we see Dak and GS.
Careful.
Oh, she had to use the amulet of Isis there to get out. So they won't have that for a re-engage or a disengage. Blocking braces, all the ultimates, in fact, are up for everyone. So there definitely will be a team fight coming out.
I love that assist number on GS. Really cool. 20 assists, and that pretty much shows just how well Wonder Woman is being played by GS. Look out for that lasso on Arcane Green Lantern. I think she considered it.
Justus.
Might be a little bit close for comfort. Looks like Superman at the top, just chilling.
Dak and E's pushing in the mid lane right now, just trying to get the drones all up to the dampeners so they can make a play.
Of course, the more lanes you pressure, the more decisions your opponent has to make on which point to defend. A lasso attempted, missed there by GS.
Look at how far Cripsy was staying back. He's not even in vision area, just so he can't get ulted on.
At the top, Superman, Atomic Wonder Woman, going at it. Pretty even trade. Arcane Green Lantern in the middle, trying to hold the fort down there. Gaslight Catwoman taking a swipe, backing up.
Oh, that would have been a nice lockdown onto him.
He's gonna stay alive, and here we go. Atomic Wonder Woman coming in there. Shazam doing an ultimate as well. They have that turret there. Look out, there's the ultimate, a lot of low health here. Green arrow trying to target on the turn, gets it. He's overextending a little bit, though, gonna try to back up. Wonder Woman gonna be a very important part of this fight. She is deep into the action, trying to target down Shazam, and is successful. Shazam taken out. Atomic Wonder Woman solo in health, she stays alive. Green arrow solo in health, and guys like Catwoman, they couldn't be lower, but they are still alive, and that's when it's important. Green Lantern trying to pursue Green Lantern trying to get a kill as well, but 4 falling from Team C. Arcane, Green Lantern, the only one still alive, and more importantly, maybe Green Lantern solo in health, Atomic Wonder Woman solo in health too, but that really shows how good these players are. They can stay low in health, get those kills. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you're alive.
This might be game.
This might be game indeed.
Cripsy is up. If he can get the kill onto Cripsy, that'll be able to postpone the game a little bit.
Green Arrow taking down Arcane Green Lantern. It's all up to him. It's all up to him, trying to get a couple kills here.
Can he do it?
And they're going to turn around and target him down. He's going to be swiped down, and this should be game. All members from Team C are gone, 50 minutes in, and Team BrawL takes the 2-0. Very nicely done.
They definitely turned that game completely around. Not surprising from the #1 team coming out here in the tournament. Man, they showed what it's like to take those objectives and really use them and punish. And it's sad because I think C, I know you had mentioned it a lot, focused a lot of time on GS.
Yeah.
And he's been the tank every time.
Yeah. You got it. It's, you know, it's one of those things like right when the game starts, like maybe I'll be on Skype with some friends. It's like, guys, let's decide right now who to target or which person to absolutely go for if there's a team fight situation. And as you said, I feel like they're focusing a lot on GS. That's a tough thing to do, because that's her role to take that damage. That's what she wants. And I think GS might be the MVP of that game too. It's just he's playing just super well with Mecha Superman that first game, and then of course showing how good Wonder Woman can be. Wonder Woman is super fun to play, by the way.
She's really fun to play.
Yeah.
If you miss things though, it is really sad.
Don't miss.
If you miss your blocking bracers.
Yeah.
It's really sad to miss that, and just
Very
the whole
sad.
team fight just go down, and you're like, no, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I feel like such a jerk.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of dictate the flow of the game and how it's going to go too. So, really nice play from Team GS there. I feel for Team C. Game 1, they got such a great lead.
Yeah, they did.
They just weren't able to close it down, and that's such a frustrating thing. You get ahead, and you're like, oh my gosh. You kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're like, we could go up 1-0 against the best team out there.
Yeah.
And that might have flashed through their minds, but then it kind of snowballed out of control. They lost a bunch of team fights, weren't able to close it down. BrawL able to take game 1, and then game 2, BrawL, I feel like, just had control the entire game.
They did.
Able to pick down champions left and right, able to retain control, the momentum, the flow, securing objectives, securing the Leviathan, just making sure they're positioned correctly too. And then, of course, the team fight's so important. Who are you going to target down? Who are you taking out first? Going after those weaker champions is what you want to do. The damage dealers, it's so important.
Yep.
Never target down Wonder Woman. I've learned that the hard way a few times.
Oh, man, it's brutal if you try and go for her.
You think she's going to be eliminated, but she's not. So we can take a look at the bracket here. BrawL going to be advancing to the final. Infinite Crisis. Go4 monthly final. Very nicely played with audio from Duffy.
That was my background for
impeccable
you.
as always. We should go do karaoke or do karaoke
down.
on stream.
Oh, we could do that.
That might be more embarrassing. Actually, that's a good point. Would you rather do? Would it be more embarrassing to do karaoke in front of a bunch of people on stream or at a bar where there might be less people at a bar, but they're there?
Honestly, I'm just not really the type of person to be embarrassed.
Good for you, Duffy.
I feel like you're that same way, though.
I probably am.
Yeah.
I like having fun and just being.
That's what it's about.
Just doing something different. Just being out of the ordinary. It spices up life a little bit.
If people are laughing at you, I feel like that's people having a good time.
They're happy. If they're happy, I'm happy.
Hey, that's
good
how
for
I
you,
feel.
Duffy. Let's start a religion. We were talking about that with Nick.
Oh,
actually.
we were Axlav. Axlav in his rule sets that he follows.
Something about whiskey. Always about whiskey. But it's fine. So great play there from BrawL there, getting to the finals, and now they're going to go up against the winner of Justus Surreal. I wonder if we have an update on that. Of course, they're in a best of 3. Justus and Surreal. I think we might even be able to jump into that game. So I think we're going to take a quick little break, guys.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Take a break, but stay tuned. You're watching the Infinite Crisis. Go4 monthly final. $1,000 on the line. BrawL is through the finals. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Icy Rex here at San Diego Comic-Con 2014. I'm standing here with
Batgirl.
Supergirl.
Catwoman.
The Flash.
Red Sun Harley.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Nightwing.
Aquaman. That's so awesome. Can I have you just hit your chest real quick?
Yeah.
You can hear that. He actually made this, right?
Yeah, I did.
So he put it all together. And how long did it take to make your trident as well?
The trident was about a month, and then the shirt was about 3 or 4 months.
That's a lot of time. How many Comic-Cons have you been to so far?
This is my 3rd time at San Diego, and I'm from Phoenix, so I go to the Phoenix Comic-Con every year.
That's pretty amazing. So did you make this suit yourself, or did you design it? Like, how did you come about getting this suit?
I designed it. It's a sub-dye, so then they printed it, and then I had another buddy make the cast and the helmet, and then I painted it all.
What is this exactly?
This is my championship belt.
Champion of what?
Infinite Crisis and Body Slams.
I don't think so.
Joker killed Bruce Wayne's parents when they were going to see a premiere of what movie?
Zorro.
That is correct. So what made you think of being Red Sun Harley?
I've always done classic Harley, and there's never been like a good Red Sun Harley done, and so I put a bunch of effort into it. My dad's a historian, so we got all the original stuff and made it as accurate as possible.
We got Harley, Classic Harley, and Classic Joker, who are both in our game, and you can play as both of them together in a lane together too. So you mean like, do you play? You should. You should.
I'm a World War II version of Wonder Woman.
That's pretty awesome. We actually have a costume in our game of Wonder Woman from World War II. She has like a green army helmet. She has like the sword from like, you know, like the old poster for like the... Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Infinite Crisis, San Diego Comic-Con 2014. Wow! Comic-Con!
When the young Clark Kent connected a crashed Kryptonian space probe to his family's agrobot, an amazing new robot was born. Clark named the robot Cal and tried to teach him what it meant to be human, mostly through an imaginary game called Superman. Superman, played by Clark, was a hero who could right every wrong, yet Cal never quite understood the point of the game. Sadly, the game's lesson became clear when walking home from school, Clark was killed by a drunk driver. Cal now knew why humans dreamed of heroes, and took on Superman's name and mission in honor of the friend he lost. The Agent of Hope is a big and burly enforcer with ground-splitting crowd control. His passive is Agent of Hope. Destroying an environmental object produces an aura that gives Mecha Superman and nearby allies bonus attack armor, power armor, and health regen. Mecha Superman gains twice as much health regen if at least one ally is nearby. Drill Attack deals power damage to all targets in a line, briefly stunning them. All small environmental objects in the line are destroyed, silencing nearby enemy champions. Use Sunstone Eruption to slam his drill into the ground at a targeted location. In addition, Sunstone Eruption creates a Sunstone, which is a temporary environmental object. After a brief delay, Sunstone Eruption deals power damage to all enemies in an area, destroying any environmental object. Each environmental object that is destroyed will knock up nearby enemies in addition to the damage. Fisher creates a wall of impassable rock and 2 environmental objects. Activate the skill a second time to dispel the wall. Mecha Superman's ultimate is Terraformer. Agent of Hope is enabled as he causes a local earthquake, dealing power damage over several seconds to all nearby enemies. As an enforcer, Mecha Superman excels at disrupting enemies and soaking up damage, yet he also features strong utility. When laning with an ally, you can poke enemy champions with Sunstone Eruption. Try saving Fisher for an opportune moment. For instance, Fisher can block enemies from retreat during a gank. However, a misplaced wall can block your allies and help the enemy escape. Remember, you can control the Fisher's duration by using it again to bring the wall down. team fights, you can initiate or peel enemies away from allies in danger. When the enemy team groups together in a team fight, activate Terraformer, using Fissure to block their escape and trap everyone inside the AoE damage. Mecha Superman's unique stolen power is Consume. He gains a flat heal on consumption of a creature, drone, or environmental object, plus a bonus based on his max health. Choose stolen powers for a match based on your team's composition. Consume and Super Strength are excellent for jungling, while surveillance cameras, traps, and X-ray vision are great choices in lane and for overall team utility. Prioritize artifacts that give durability, cooldown reduction, and team utility. Crime Bible offers great synergy with the health regen from Agent of Hope. Otherwise, Ruby of Life is another viable option. Lobo's Chain is great for its health and slow, while Metallo's Heart is always a strong choice. If you're looking for extra damage, Fragment of Mogo stacks nicely with Mecha Superman's ult. Transform the fight with mechanical might as Mecha Superman. The son of a lighthouse keeper and the Atlantean queen, Arthur Curry was a child of both the land and ocean. His quiet life was shattered when the obsession of a treasure hunter named Black Manta led to the death of Arthur's father. Leaving the surface behind, Arthur has taken his place as King of Atlantis, protecting both worlds yet feeling at home in neither. The Lord of Atlantis is a melee bruiser who excels at solo skirmishes and poking during teamfights. His passive is Rising Tide. After using a skill, Aquaman gains Rising Tide for a short time. His next basic attack will consume Rising Tide, dealing power damage and healing Aquaman. Rising Tide scales with power damage and its heal scales with attack damage. Trident of the King throws Aquaman's trident, revealing his target by marking them with telepathy. It deals power damage based on how far the trident has traveled. Stagger swipes his opponent's feet, dealing power damage and knocking them down. Aquaman rushes through his opponents with Undertow, dealing attack damage to all targets hit. If at least one target is hit, Aquaman may use Undertow a second time within a short window. Aquaman's ultimate, Might of Atlantis, is locked until he deals damage with a skill. Based on the skill he uses, Might of Atlantis unlocks as a follow-up skill. Landing Trident of the King unlocks Surge, allowing a long-distance dash to any target marked by telepathy, and deals power damage on arrival. Stagger unlocks Wrath, which deals flat power damage plus additional damage equal to a percentage of the target's missing health. Lastly, Undertow unlocks Capsize, allowing an additional Undertow dash that stops at the first champion, deals attack damage, and flips the enemy champion behind Aquaman. Try to maximize Rising Tide by landing a basic attack between each skill, providing added damage and healing. Trident of the King is a great harass but has a high will cost, so use it with care in the early game. One level in Stagger is very helpful when playing a solo lane against melee champions. Undertow has good area damage, making it good for clearing drone waves and a crucial investment on Coast City and Gotham Divided. Learning which Might of Atlantis follow-up to use and when is all part of mastering Aquaman. Surge is a powerful initiator, especially against enemy marksmen and supports. Wrath is a powerful finishing move, so prioritize low-health enemies. Capsize can help you escape or throw an enemy out of position, setting up a tidy kill. While Rising Tide's bonus damage scales with power damage, its healing scales with attack damage. Keep this in mind when building Aquaman. Artifacts with power damage like Starheart and Cosmic Staff afford Aquaman high burst damage and a more lethal poke with Trident of the King. His low cooldowns make it easy to burn through will, so consider artifacts with extra will or will regeneration. For extra health and a little crowd control, pick up Atlantean Royal Seal. Built with attack damage, Rising Tide gives you sustained damage and health recovery. Attack damage also increases Undertow's ability to clear drone waves. Try Huntress's Crossbow for cooldown reduction, and Atomic Axe and Coda Blade for more attack damage and penetration. For some extra durability, pick up Metallo's Heart or Fragment of Mogo. Aquaman's Super Strength gives you a short move speed boost after throwing an object. This stolen power shines in scenarios when you're looking to surprise from the jungle or escape when outmatched. Rule the land and the 7 seas as Aquaman. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back from the Infinite Crisis studio here at the Turbine headquarters. I'm Axel Tosh, joined by Axelav. Oh, I've waited a long time to say that.
It's been a while. It's been a while, hasn't it, my friend?
It has. It has, man. It has. But better late than never. So what are we doing?
Right now,
We're talking about stuff.
We're talking about stuff involving Infinite Crisis. I want to remind you guys real quick, though, to vote on your favorite paint submission. Facebook.com/Infinite Crisis. You can check out all the cool paint submissions and decide which one you think should earn that NVIDIA GeForce 760X video card, because there's some cool ones there.
There's some really good ones, and shout out to the communities for being so artistic, awesome, creative, brilliant, handsome, and loving. So many good drawings here. I picked my favorite 3 by Zach, Alex, and generally nothing against the rest of them. But those are the 3 that might have probably popped out for me. Do you have a favorite, Nick, based on what we're seeing here on the screen?
You know, I gotta love the one from Jenlene with Duffy and I, but the one
it's because you're in it.
It is, exactly. Alex is cool because it showcases one of the teams. It's an interpretation of all of the team members of Team Light, which is really cool.
Wow.
We didn't get to cast their game, unfortunately, today, but, you know, they're an awesome team. I like a lot of them. I like, Zach, I like Cassandra's. Esports are a little like, it's a cross between a bat symbol and an IC symbol.
Clever.
Which is really cool, I think.
Clever.
So, you know what? I actually like the one by College Park, too. Or Giorgio,
they should just all win. They're all winners because they're on stream and now they're famous.
Yep.
Congrats, you guys. Of course, the winning, there has to be a winner. Because the winner gets something cool. They get an NVIDIA 760 GTX graphics card. Which is nice to have. That means your games will be much smoother. And you will feel like a superhero when you play. And of course, if you want to vote, you got to do that before noon tomorrow. That's when we're closing down the boats.
But when we take a real quick look at the bracket, and before we jump into our next game, you can see here that we're in the second semifinal of Justus versus Surreal Gaming. Justus did win in game number 1, so we missed that, but we can come into the middle of the series when Justus for game 2. And the winner will play against BrawL in those grand finals. But you know what? Enough jibber jabber. I think the game is started right now.
Jibber jabber.
And they're in the bans and picks. One thing I do want to point out, I saw the very tail end of that last game.
Tail end.
And I noticed Surreal Gaming did the same thing they did against Curse when they got the 2 marksman build.
Oh, yeah.
But looking at the kills and deaths, I could tell exactly what happened. Salty Kai was Doomsday in the jungle, and he killed Azure Fire like 6 times in the middle, and Azure Fire just got slaughtered. And there's 2 things that could have... One was giving Salty Kai with Doomsday could just be scary.
Right.
The second factor is they didn't have either Arcane Green Lantern or Superman with those global ultimates to support Azure Fire in the middle when he gets ganked. So this time, though, with Surreal the first pick, they actually getting Gaslight Joker. He slipped through the picks and bans.
I'm really excited about this right now. Wow. My heart is skipping. I'm feeling a little tingly right now. And I don't know if that's because I'm hearing your voice in my brain, Nick, or if it's because Gaslight Joker. It's because Gaslight Joker is playing on the field. Gaslight Joker is so fun to watch, so entertaining. He's a cheery guy, very misunderstood. But he throws hams at people.
He does. A ham toss is an incredibly powerful skill when used well. The fear is amazing. His ultimate is really good, too. It slows everyone around him. If he comes into a team fight with that ultimate on, everyone just scatters. And when they're scattered, they're vulnerable.
Yep.
And that's when you can make those picks happen. In lane, he's deadly. Both because of his passive, which every time he either gets elasted or picks up a credit, just walks over it, he regenerates so much life, which is super, super effective to keep him lane very well. In addition to his cleaver, when you go in to try to trade against him, he can hit that cleaver. It's an auto attack reset, and it does extra damage, and it heals him. So one of his great trading combos, you throw the ham behind him in lane.
Yep.
They have to run towards you. You hit him with
They have no choice.
No choice. They're feared.
Feared.
Then you hit him with a basic attack. This is the thing. You don't hit the Q right away. You do a basic attack first. and then immediately after the base attack, you hit the Q, because the Q resets your basic attack cooldown.
Right.
So you want to do a base attack first, then do the Q to get the free hit, then do another basic attack, and you've all of a sudden done ridiculous damage and healed yourself quite a bit. It's a really strong trading
We're
combo.
going to see a lot of fanciness from Gaslight Joker. Oh, look at that guy.
We haven't seen him yet today, have we?
Nightmare Superman, no, we haven't. Actually, a lot of new champions we're seeing in this game versus the other ones.
After the last patch, I think Nightmare Superman was the #1 controller pick before last patch. Over Joker, over Tonk Poison Ivy even, in many cases, over Arcane Green Lantern, over Mecha Superman. A lot of North American teams really love Nightmare Superman, but the last patch dramatically reduced the effectiveness of Vortex. It did, we did buff up Siphon and Fuse and Phantom Collector a little bit, but I think a lot of teams are like, well, Vortex is much weaker. We don't really want him because you primarily get him for Vortex.
Right.
And his ultimate, which was actually weakened to range, was knocked down on that. And a cooldown increase. So, but I think a lot of, we're going to see. Because Picasso is like, no, I still think Nightmare Superman is the man.
We'll see. I mean, okay, so we should update the team situation. So last game was won by, was it Justus? Yeah, Justus won the last game. So Justus is up 1-0. And again, guys, this is a best of 3. The winner moves on to play BrawL. And $1,000 online here. So a very important match. We got a bit of a sense of game 1. This is game 2. Anything can happen, but it's a situation where Surreal must win 2 in a row. They got to win 2 in a row. And maybe they're going to do it on the back of Gaslight Joker and Nightmare Superman. We haven't seen yet today, but I'm excited to see what kind of tactics are thrown out. Wow.
Mad Love. Harley Quinn being used. I've seen Light, which is they were knocked out in the first round to C, but they're the one who had the cool picture of them. They've used Harley Quinn a decent amount in the controlling role. One of their cool things, she has really good damage output, wave clear, and against enemy champions with her pies.
Pies naturally. So we're going to see lots of pies and hams in this game, perhaps.
Yes, from different sides.
I'm getting hungry, Nick.
Good.
Can there be a way?
See a lot of food being flying around this match.
Is there a way that food can transfer out of the screen into my stomach?
Through the power of imagination.
That doesn't cure my stomach if it's hunger, though. All right. That's fine. That's fine. I'll try to channel the energy of the food that I see thrown around in the game. Why do they throw it around when they could just give it to me?
I don't know.
That might break all the dimensions we know
they think
of.
other people want it more. Harley Quinn also has a great heal. So she's really good at lane sustain. Looking at these compositions, I don't know. I actually like both teams. But important to note, Surreal Gaming is not doing that double marksman strategy. Didn't work out in the last game. They're like, you know what? We're gonna send a Surefire to Star Sapphire in the mid.
Yep. And
looks like he's gonna be running up against Green Lantern in the mid.
We also see Atomic Green Lantern. We haven't seen Atomic Green Lantern today. I don't even know if we've seen Nightmare Batman today.
There was.
Wait,
wasn't he in one game?
On stream? Oh, it might have been one that you. Not the
very first one.
Okay, yeah,
The very first one, Curse and Atomic Green Lantern.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He was top lane there. He's top lane here.
Cool.
He's gonna be going up against Gaslight Joker, and this is a lane like Atomic Green Lantern just has to kind of stay back and farm.
Yep.
But sometimes ganks can be good because Gaslight Joker pushes too aggressively. Even he's a meaty guy.
He's got to be up close too.
Yeah, and if Atomic Wonder Woman jumps on him, and he starts to get away and gets grabbed back, he can fall. So he's not totally unkillable.
Possible, right? We'll keep an eye on that Gaslight Joker guy.
Bottom lane, I really like the Gaspat Harley Quinn combo. It's I think it's one of the strongest early and mid game lane combos.
Okay.
You got great damage, great heals. Harley Quinn also has some peel for if Nightmare Batman. She's a really good counter to Nightmare Batman because when he jumps on someone to rip their throat out like a vampire would, she's got this thing on her back. Well, she's dancing right now.
Turn around.
The teddy bear.
Teddy bear. Naturally.
Smacked him with a teddy bear and he goes flying off the target.
Makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world.
I mean, how would you counter a vampire?
Teddy bear?
Yeah.
They're misunderstood. Ever wonder why your parents always give you a teddy bear? They actually have a secret power to fend off demons.
Yeah.
Teddy bears are awesome.
And if teddy bear on a stick, you can swing it with more strength.
Absolutely. Fill it with a rock or two.
Yeah. Definitely has
I'm really excited to see how Axiom does. He has a cool name.
Yeah, they've actually, another thing that's affected Surreal is, remember they had Crashy in the game against Curse, and Axiom has replaced it. That's their six.
there's sub of sorts.
But most of the teams have 6-7 players, and so it kind of depends on who's available at the time. And You know, Axiom versus Crashy. Who knows?
He's got
how
an
things work
AX
out.
in his name, so he's gonna
He's gotta
win.
be, yeah.
Obviously, obviously. Not that I'm biased.
He is playing Nightmare Batman, who can be quite intimidating.
Yes, he can leap on you and start clawing your eyes out.
Here's coincidentally what Crashy was playing in that game against Curse.
Oh.
So, the team must like Nightmare Batman.
All right, we'll see what happens. Green Lantern making his way to the middle. Of course, at this point in the game, setting cameras. Looks like all those have been set. No early game ganks, no early game deaths or trades, no first blood just yet. We're seeing a very standard game, and we're going to see some fun stuff, as we've not seen some of these champions today. So
Surreal Gaming is starting their bottom laners by clearing a camp first, where Justus is instead going for vision, setting up cameras. They're going to be a little bit experienced behind because they didn't clear a camp.
Right.
But they're going to have the lane a little bit more pushed for them, which could be good or bad. It all depends on if you want to push the lane, get right into their turret, start being aggressive, or do you want to stay back, get them to push, and then maybe set up some ganks or something like that.
We'll see. Of course, early game, those important things are making sure you don't get ganked. That's actually tremendously important. You got to be so aware of everyone on the map. You got to be aware of where your cameras are, where the junglers are. A little bit of a skirmish here. Actually, Atomic Green Lantern.
He's pretty low.
Pretty low in health. Got to be careful there.
Yeah, he's oh, another cleaver hits him.
And he just took that
in
the chest, and that's not what you want to do at this point in the game. But it's tough because you want to get those kills on the drone so you can get your credits up.
And they want to fight over this EMP deployable as well, whichever, you know, if one of the teams starts losing his duel.
Oh.
But there is a camera here, and what that means is if he gets too low, he can go back to base, then teleport back to the camera.
True.
At full life.
True. Of course, at this point in the game, that guy can be very strong, the EMP dude. So you got to be very careful.
Yeah.
And look at this, help from Green Lantern. This is a pretty cool early game development. The battle over that EMP.
It looks like with Green Lantern, it should go to Justus, but no, here's actually Star Sapphire.
So we got 3 versus 3 here at the top, all battling over the EMP and pulling the players out of their lanes. It's a really important objective to get in the early game. We're going to have to see who kind of pulls it out. Of course, this is where a very likely first blood might happen. But it looks like Surreal Gaming, they're going to get it.
Yeah.
I thought it was stolen for a second, but no, Surreal Gaming able to secure that EMP, and that's not only giving them that EMP, but it's got to feel good, because that's one of the early first games kind of clashes that happens. You don't want to lose a life here.
You know one really interesting thing? I just noticed Salty Kai is jungling, right? But he didn't get detonate, so his definitely clear times are going to be significantly affected. And I think that's what hurt him over that fight for the EMP.
Right.
Because Drill's got the grab to bring it in, and they were about to kill it, but it was stolen by Axiom using detonate to steal the kill.
Sure.
Detonates are like one of the core jungling stolen powers. Salty Guy instead getting teleport and psychic assault, so looking more for ganks, but his clear times are going to be dramatically slower without having detonate.
I mean, at the end of the day, nice usage there to get that EMP, but not going to have a dramatic influence on this game. It was a very cool little skirmish, very cool little trades, very cool little tactics we got to see as both teams were kind of trying to mold themselves around that objective to secure it. But not going to have too huge of an impact on this game. I'm more interested when first blood is going to happen. Always got to look out for that first blood.
Yeah, because you get little extra bonus credits and it kind of sets the pace for the way the game goes out.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one thing that can make a difference, if one team gets both the EMPs early on, that gives them an early tier 2 EMP, which you can often use to get first blood by diving a turret using that.
Right. True.
But Justus actually had the bottom, it was a 2-on-2 in the bottom. We were mostly focused on the 3-on-3 top, and Justus actually secured the bottom EMP to even things out.
1 EMP per team. So no ridiculously dramatic advantage at this point in the game. Gaslight Joker and Atomic Green Lantern. A bit of skirmishing here. Of course, we can see Gaslight Joker's a little bit low in health, but it's very, 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 very deceptive.
Yeah, he can heal himself up really quickly.
Yep.
Atomic Green Lantern also doesn't have a whole ton of burst damage, but if he can get his radiation poisoning out on someone, it can really kick into gear. And one thing notice is Gaslight Joker is going for Crime Bible, very standard artifact for Gaslight Joker. Atomic Green Lantern often goes for Crime Bible. Actually, he's put out a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh! That grab would have been might have been a kill combined with another skill.
Good try. Good attempt. He's pushing that lane too.
But he's actually going for the Phantom Stranger's necklace as opposed to the Crime Bible. So the Crime Bible I think is a little better for trading a lane. It gives you that health regen. But the armor is definitely stacks better for the late game. And also gives some cooldown reduction, which is nice once you get that to the max level. So it's hard to tell. Overall armor is probably better stat late game.
Sure.
Health is better earlier game.
We'll keep an eye on that for sure. We've got a skirmishes still happening at the bottom. No ridiculous advantage there. I mean, the credits are very close. 8.1K to 7.7K, so a minor advantage by Surreal at this point in time, but nothing too dramatic. Still looking out for that first blood.
And the fact that there really hasn't been any damaging gang set, I think favors a Night Bat jungle over the Atomic Wonder Woman jungle. Just because Atomic Wonder Woman has the potential to get kills at early levels. All of her skill rotations as soon as he gets level 3 can be really, really powerful. But Night Bat really gets stronger once he gets level 6. And he has that ultimate to lock down a target.
Yeah, and that's like, sometimes can be an automatic kill. If you can get that grapple onto an enemy champion with that ultimate from Nightmare Batman, it's a really good feeling, and you can close that down pretty quickly. Of course, we just got word that. The poll, you guys are voting on who you want to win or who you favor. Surreal Gaming, 54%, so very close. However, might be an engagement fairly soon. We got a 4 versus 2, a couple teleports coming in here, and Nightmare Superman taken down incredibly quickly.
Wow, double teleports used there by Justus. A really cool camera placement there so you couldn't see the teleports coming in.
That's clever.
I mean, I think Surreal Gaming did try to disengage well. He put down the vortex, but 4 on 2, you're going to die when there's 2 people coming in from each direction.
Yep.
And now they're roving in packs. They're looking for Azure Fire, but I think he saw them coming this time.
Staying away.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Definitely a wise move. Now, they did get the first blood.
Yeah.
But notice that there isn't an insane credit difference. And the reason why is because they sent their jungler down, so he wasn't clearing jungle, and they sent their mid laner down.
Yeah.
So they were losing some credits just from not being in lane.
Trading drones and whatnot. Of course, those last hits, very important. Keep those additional credits. And when you're away from lane, you're not getting free money.
It's absolutely true. In fact, we can see Azure Fire is level 6, Suda's only level 5 due to that. But the bottom lane is definitely going to be stronger because Picasso had to die and he wasn't getting credits when he's dead. Ziggy was forced back. So it was almost, while it wasn't really great for their mid laners or jungles as far as comparatively, it still remained even. Their bottom lane is going to be significantly stronger now, and that could really take a toll on Surreal as the game goes on.
10K to 9.7K on that credit advantage. Of course, a lot of that can be attributed to that first blood, but no dramatic exchanges just yet. Of course, what to look out for is the Raiders when they drop down, and of course, a lot of posturing around that location is going to be important, as well as camera placement. Keeping those cameras in the proper location so you can see what's going on, you can see where your enemy is. That's going to be very important. Of course, we saw that pretty much defined there in that first blood, where they basically picked a perfect spot to teleport in, and that's like so important to have those plays.
You know, one thing else, notice the instant they got that first blood, they knew they had an advantage in the bottom lane. They then chose to open the Raider in the bottom. One of the cool things about Infinite Crisis is once those Raider pods touch down, anyone at any point can decide if the Raider wants to be top pod or bottom pod, and the first person to open one does so. So whichever lane you think your team's going to be stronger in, you want to open in that area. Oh, Green entrance.
Whoa! Where are you going, Green Lantern?
He was cornered in a tough spot and going down, so Surreal Gaming evening it up 1-1.
Wow, that was a nice pickoff by Surreal Gaming.
And you know what's even huger about that? Axiom didn't have to use his ultimate. And they're going to try to just grab an early Raider due to that.
Harley Quinn sneaking around the area.
Oh, look at that camera.
Running away from Gaslight Joker. Oh, that was a really good ultimate, actually.
Really, really good. Trying to make sure you get that. There's the rev.
Whoa! Look out. Nice rev there. Oh, my gosh, she's still alive. Did you track her down?
Oh. Really, really great play. Oh, Harley Quinn comes in and gets the kill. So it's a Raider for a kill. It still favors Surreal, though. You'd much rather have the Raider and give up a death. It's 1,000 credits versus a couple hundred, and you get that great vision, which you're going to place right here. One of the things that was really key there, it looked like Azure Fire was done to that Atomic Wonder Woman ultimate.
Right.
But that's where Nightmare Superman really kicks in a gear, because he has a spell, he has a really good shield spell called Siphon Infuse. He can throw that down and make sure it should take 1 or 2 more hits to finish off Star Sapphire. And Atomic Wonder was like, well, if I stay there for 1 or 2 more hits, I'm dead. So, really, really well played there by Picasso, but fortunately, Harley Quinn was able to sneak in and secure that kill.
That was impressive. Harley Quinn able to spot where she went and scooping that up. Because it's one of those things, if she gets away, you're like, oh no, we should have definitely had that. Judging by the ultimate that was used by Atomic Wonder and how absolutely low she was on health. So, pretty even at this point, though. 13.3K to 13.3K. I'm looking at the individual credits. No one getting too crazy.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is the top lane. And the fact that Drools has kept up even with Maestro is pretty important because often Gaslight Joker tends to dominate his lane. And the fact that he hasn't is really good for Justus because in late game team fights, they're both very useful champions. But Atomic Green Lantern, I would say overall, can sometimes often play an even bigger impact just due to his ultimate. He throws that ultimate down on a marksman.
That plane, man.
Oof.
Don't mess around.
Green
with
Lantern
that
Prime with the plane. Atomic Green Lantern with the radiation bomb.
Yep.
And it can be extremely intimidating. But here comes actually Axiom. He has his ultimate available.
Harley Quinn trying to skip away. There's the ultimate. Nightmare Batman, and it looks like barely. Oh, it's taken out. Very nicely done. Green Arrow getting the final shot on Harley Quinn.
I don't really get the use of the EMP there, though. I think they just totally wasted tier 2 EMP. But they got a kill, so
sure.
Can't blame them. I think they meant to disable the turret in case they start getting closer. Oh, here's another teleport coming in.
Whoa.
That's a big one from Gas Joker. He does have a ham available.
Using the ultimate. Green Lantern trying to get tracked down. Did he throw the ham?
Oh, he threw the ham on Green Lantern. Soldier guy comes and gets condemned, though.
Whoa.
This is just back and forth madness here.
Yeah, remember, Gaslight Joker is still on the right side there. Nightmare Batman trying to get away. Can he get out? He's so low in health, and it looks like they're not going to go for it. Oh, he's gone. You know, I'm not impressed by those ham tosses, honestly.
Yeah, his first ham toss forced Green Lantern Prime up, but he wanted to force him back towards the rest of his team.
Yep.
Definitely a little bit of a mistake there, and that's going to keep things at a fairly even keel, but Justus right now, do they have enough control to wander up and try to find the surveillance tower? I don't know if they do.
I feel like
a lot of them were low and they fell down the back.
Stay patient
Harley
for now.
Quinn's gonna try to put some vision up. Now, as soon as this camera gets taken out without another camera being placed down, that's gonna give away the fact that there's a surveillance tower here.
Sure.
Because that's the only way that could be seen. Unless Picasso uses his X-ray vision, they can try to protect it, hide the fact that it's there. At a certain point, though, it gets pretty obvious where their surveillance tower is. There's only so many places you can put it.
Sure.
That's a really annoying camera.
And that vision is so important. Knowledge of your enemy in any war situation is very important. So that's going to be a common theme in these Infinite Crisis games. Looking out for that. If you can know where your enemy's coming from, if you know where they're heading, you can better prepare, better take the steps to try to take them out.
More kind of battles though. They're trying to get the last hit on this jungle drone. Neither one wants to commit the damage. Oh, it's Gaslight Joker who grabs it with a Fetid Cleaver strike.
Gaslight Joker.
It's just small victories, you know?
Yeah. That's what add up.
I mean, it's one of those things where you get that last hit, gets you 40 credits, but it's also, it's an 80 credit swing, because it would have been 40 credits to them if they got the last hit. So those things really add up. 80 credit swings here and there, and, you know, you get 4 or 5 of those, it's almost as if you got a kill.
Scale that up, stay patient. I think patience is one of the most important aspects of Infinite Crisis. Overextending is one of the biggest mistakes you can make, because not only do you fall, but you're affecting your entire team dynamic. There's a grab.
He was trying to grab the drone to kill it, but unfortunately,
missed a little bit.
Yeah, I think they knew he was there, so they're body blocking for the drone, which is normally you don't see that every day. You don't see a player protect a creature that's actually attacking them.
Dangerous game, but it worked out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we're still even on credits, 17.7K to 17.7K, so still a very even game, I think. Surreal versus Justus. Again, Justus is up 1-0.
You know, one thing I haven't seen Surreal do enough of, one thing that can be really strong, when you have Nightmare Superman and Nightmare Batman, you can really use them to rove and make picks, because both of their ultimates are single target suppressions, which make picks really good. But actually, Surreal's going for the Raider again. Hold that thought. This is a brave move. You know, they...
Whoa, that's 4-on-1. Is he gonna get out? Wow, Atomic, what are we gonna get out of there? Of course, one of the most mobile champions in this game. Harley Quinn getting tracked down. The Raider's still there. We're able to close that out.
Their speed deployable does take it out. You know, they had an advantage here because Drools was up top and his teleport was on cooldown, but now he's in the picture.
Careful, careful, careful. There's an ultimate from Gaslight Batman, and the ultimate from Green Lantern being thrown down in there. It looks like they were able to get the Raider, but at what cost? Nightmare Batman trying to get out, getting tracked down by Atomic Wonder Woman, and he will get closed down. Nightmare Superman also a little bit vulnerable.
Oh, Jurfire tries to double back. I actually like that, saving the rest of his team.
Yeah.
Is he gonna? No, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Bonds of Love. He was trying
try.
to stay alive for as long as possible.
Good try.
But meanwhile, Salty Kai went in, tried to ultimate, and tried to take out Nightmare Batman. Went to, it ended up being a 1-for-1 trade.
Sure.
Who ended up, I know, Surreal Gaming got the kill on the Raider. That's why they had the credit advantage.
Yep.
But who got the vision? It hasn't been used yet by anyone. Who has that? Someone picked it up. Who picked it up?
Where is it?
Oh, it went to Justus.
Okay.
One of the
There it
Justus
is.
members got. They deployed it. So
Oh wow, Justus got it.
yeah, one of the things about Surreal did get the last hit on the
Yeah.
Raider, but
you got to pick it up.
and the thing is when you're trying to pick up a deployable like that in Infinite Crisis,
It stalls out your.
yeah, and if you're attacked, if you take damage while trying to pick it up, it cancels it. So only way you can pick it
Oh
up
wow.
is if you go
so
through.
it's a bit of a risk trying to pick it
Yeah,
up.
it takes about 1 second, so it's not a long time. But in the middle of a fight, if someone sees your champion bend down to pick it up, they'll just basic attack you and cancel it. So it's an interesting battle. You see it over the Leviathan sometimes, where there's two teams battling over those Leviathan deployables. It's a matter of trying to pick them up and use them, but then stopping them from picking them up. It's almost a game of chicken, right?
Sure.
You reach your hand out, it gets chopped off. So
Sure.
it can
It's a
be quite fun.
calculated decision, especially when it's two really good teams. Those are the decisions that sometimes games come down to. So lots of stuff to watch out for here, but as we stand, 21.1K is the credit advantage, 19.9K, so not huge by any means. Very, very even.
It's a 1 Raider, 1 turret difference.
Yep.
And it's interesting because Justus does have more kills, but Surreal, you know, Justus has left lane more often, so that's kind of counterbalanced their kills. And Surreal's gotten 2 Raider kills, so both those factors keep things very even. I do have to say, I've been really impressed with Jules and holding off Maestro quite well in the top lane.
Yeah.
That's not easy to hold off that Gaslight Joker. He's often banned for a good reason.
Of course, he's had some help here and there from his friendly teammates, which is pretty important to help keep Gaslight Joker sane. A little bit of a skirmish going to happen here again, but they're just poking each other.
Yeah. And you know, this goes against Atomic Green Lantern because he doesn't have the same ability to heal up all that damage like Gaslight Joker does. Not a big difference, obviously, but every little bit counts. Another thing I want to point out, where there's a... Actually, hold that thought. There's no momentary lull.
Skirmish going to happen here. Green Arrow going to be targeted down, and ultimate actually missing. Meanwhile, the rest of the blue team swinging on in here. Surreal trying to turn this back around in their favor. Atomic, one of them going to be targeted down, but remember, she's very mobile. She can swing out pretty easily. Will she get taken out? Yes, she will. However, here comes the rest of Justus. They want revenge. Who are they going to target down? It's going to be Nightmare Batman trying to take Nightmare Batman out, but I don't think this is going too well for Justus. Losing 2, none gone so far from Surreal. So that team fight going Surreal's way big time.
Really, really well done by Surreal. They're great picks.
Don't overextend.
Oh,
no.
Zeke goes down, and they're not able to get another kill for that.
Yeah,
they may still keep pushing in, though.
They could. I mean, they have 4 versus 3 here. Nightmare Batman's pretty low, so it might be like a 3 versus 3 more.
I think they needed Zeke's range damage to really make this attack work.
Okay,
you know,
so...
One thing, that was a really great fight for Surreal. Not super decisive, though. Give him a small credit lead with a 2-to-1 kill advantage. One thing I want to point out, because it's something a lot of people talk about, they complain about Harley Quinn being more of a marksman champion.
Yep.
And not a great controller champion. But if you watch, for example, the way Light plays her, the way Yechi's playing her right now, what he's doing is he went for the Adventurer's Lantern early to stack a lot of will. And then, of course, he gets down the devices for that. Once he gets to level 3, it can be a team speed buff as well as additional will and will regen. And the idea is you stack a lot of will on Hardy, and not only does it make her heal strong, but her ultimate, the damage of her ultimate, the big hammer blow, that scales off of power damage, but the stun on it scales off will. And you're looking for that stun.
Right.
If you have a lot of will, you can get like a 1-2 second stun. And it's as if Nightmare Batman ultimated their whole team. Because it's an AoE 1-2 second stun, which is huge.
A little bit of a skirmish here at the top.
It's a bunch of meaty targets pounding on each other.
Yeah, just trading blows. These gladiators aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
Nightmare Superman's lurking around. He has his ultimate available. Here's a teleport coming in.
Hold on. Careful. Gaslight Batman actually might be trying to bait a little bit.
Oh, it's Green Lantern teleports in.
Okay, Nightmare Superman might be a little bit of trouble going on the right side of this, trying to link up with some teammates. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 situation. We have 2 members of Team Justus coming in from the middle. Got to be careful. It might be 5 versus 2. Oh, 5 versus 3 at this point. Justus coming in from all sides, trying to grab onto Green Arrow, and that was a great pick, but he might get out alive. No, he won't. Green Lantern finishing him off. Meanwhile, Nightmare Superman, excuse me, taken down 2. And that went pretty darn perfect for Justus.
It was a 5-on-3, and he made that work for 2 kills, but they are going to lose their top turret because everyone abandoned this location. Knowing that they're going to have to go to the top turret, they're going to try and grab the Raider. Now, as Fire was thinking about contesting and realized, wait a minute, that would be 1-on-5.
Sure.
Not the best odds.
Not the best odds, unless you're Nick Ranish.
I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat.
So would Coley, and then we'd lose the team fight against Turbine. Thanks, Nick, for bringing that back up. Gosh, dang it.
Memories of the old MLG versus Turbine days. You know, those were the real pro matches.
It was. That's
we weren't playing for money, but we were playing for honor. We were playing for pride.
Yeah.
And we were playing for Coley's sense of being a true man.
I know, right? That's what he thinks when he goes into team games. He's like, how can I be a man here? They are.
Oh no,
it's a trade of sorts. Okay, there's a teleport.
Yeah.
He's gonna stick by.
They did not want to lose a tier 2 turret this early. That would have been bad. Oh, this is a nice pickup. That was a very bold Surveillance Tower placement. In fact, the 2 Surveillance Towers saw each other, which means Surreal Game is going to quite easily take down now as they have control of the area.
Nicely done. Nicely done. We're still pretty darn even, I think. Though.
Oh yeah, I mean the credits are dead even, which is really when you're looking at the game. If you're only gonna look at one thing to determine who's winning, it's gonna be the credits.
And then I would look at maybe objectives.
Yeah,
I think, like
how many deployables people have stocked up to use.
Sure.
How many turrets are available. How much vision teams have.
Yep.
Right. How much vision's on the map. And then the third thing also, or that'd be like the 5th. There's so many things to do well in this game. Would be where are the credits allocated. Right? Certain champions, if there's a lot of credits on one champion, that can be cool because that one champion can carry really well. But also it can mean if it's like an assassin, if the other team picks off that champion or they stun it, they lock it down, then the rest of the champions are weaker, right?
Right.
So it really goes back and forth, and also certain champions, of course, are strong at different points of the game, where the power spike's coming for the teams. There's a lot to really take into play.
Yeah,
but
we got to look out. I think the next team fight is actually going to be pretty important in determining which direction this goes in. If one of these teams gets a really good team fight on the next one, that's an opportunity to get themselves a pretty sizable credit advantage. So look out for that. Of course, the main focal points might be the Gaslight Joker. He's a great initiator. Oh, heads up. Might see an engagement here, trying to target down Green Arrow, but he's going to be locked down. And they're going to get away just fine. Are they going to turn around here? Decent ham toss, but...
Yeah, I think they were thinking about turning around, but Nightmare Superman had to use his ultimate just so he could get away. That means they'd be down one relatively key ultimate in the team fight, and you're like, it's 4-on-4, where you'd be down an ultimate. You know, maybe we shouldn't go for it.
Backing off, staying safe. Patience. Again, very important in the game of Infinite Crisis.
Oh, Gaslight Batman took that explosive ultimate. Healed up, though, by Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's just a good laymate to have.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, are you hurting? Here's some best medicine. Oh, little duel here. The grab lands on Star Sapphire, but the bonds of love are gonna keep him at bay.
Keeping him at bay.
So things have kind of evened out again. Credits are, you know, dead even for the most part.
Green Lantern meandering around the middle. Atomic Wonder Woman also meandering in the general location. Nightmare Superman clearing out some cameras here, and not going to be going to the bottom. Actually, he's going to be going to the bottom to help out his friend. Green Arrow. Gaslight Batman going to come there and try to 1v2 a little bit. Some pings going down to the bottom too. Do they have a camera down there to teleport in? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Gaslight Batman actually swinging and trying to bait him a little bit, and here comes Atomic Green Lantern from the back. Gaslight Batman is not going to stay alive. Green Arrow going to take out another teleport coming in here, though, and that is Atomic Wonder Woman. Scoop it up, Green Lantern. He's gone. Gaslight Joker's there trying to save Nightmare Superman, but I think Nightmare Superman is running the wrong direction. Now going to take some turret shots. He's taken out. Gaslight Joker trying to clean things up. He's still alive. He's strong, but it's a 1 versus 4 situation. There's some help trying to help out Star Sapphire there, but she might get taken out by Atomic Green Lantern unless a ham can land.
Oh, the Bonds of Love pulls him
keep him back. There's a no. Yeah, that's Atomic Wonder Woman. She's gonna swipe down Star Sapphire. Only Gaslight Joker remaining. 3 for 2 at this moment in time.
And meanwhile, though, Nightmare Batman's pushing in the middle. If Gaslight Joker survives this, it won't really be that bad for Surreal.
I think he will survive. He should.
Yeah, I mean, he's so tough to bring down.
Yeah.
You know, one other thing, I was checking out some of the amplifiers and artifacts people are building. It's really interesting to me the fact that Ziki is actually getting the Joker's crowbar on his green arrow. And that's one of the artifacts that was buffed recently. Most marksmen have still been avoiding it, instead going for something like what Swipe is going for, pure damage. And he can, there's nothing that stacks over time, it's just all mods, give him a lot of damage, a lot of crits. But Zeki's mod set, he still has a deadly Joe Chill, so he's gonna get good damage. But he also went for the attack harvest mod on that Joker's crowbar, which means that once he completes stacking it, he's gonna be more mobile. He's gonna give a lot of extra move speed. And the question is, how valuable is that move speed? Well, when you're trying to escape from like Atomic Wonder Woman,
right,
it's pretty useful.
Save your life. It absolutely could. Speaking of saving lives, Harley Quinn getting targeted down there by Green Arrow, swooping forward, trying to get those shots off. I thought I saw some little convergence onto that area. Nightmare Superman actually turning around, poking a little bit at Atomic Wonder Woman, but no trades just yet. Both these teams posturing around the Leviathan.
And that Raider, they definitely want to take it down. Now, Atomic Wonder Woman's keeping an eye on Surreal Gaming. While the rest of Justus takes the Raider, that's going to be an easy Raider. They're going to grab that.
Yep.
But, the ham toss, he still was able to pick it up just in time.
That was close.
Yeah, and they didn't pay at all for that. Surreal Game wasn't able to get a single pick. They weren't able to outposition him at all, and that's just a free pickup. It's going to give him a little bit of a credit advantage. Actually, look at that Bonds of Love.
What are you doing? Atomic Green Lantern going to get tackled there by Nightmare Batman. We saw Green Lantern Ultimate laying on top of this team, but they are very beefy. Atomic Green Lantern taken out there pretty easily.
He didn't go down that fast, though.
Yeah. One for 0, though.
Yeah, it's a free pick.
Free picks are nice.
Can't they convert that to taking on this turn? They're kind of hurt. I don't know if they can really push in here. They're gonna go for it, though.
It's 5 versus 4. Let's see. 5 versus 3, actually.
But there's always that ultimate from Atomic Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she can just swoop in there.
I like them backing up, and right now this is perfect. They're saying, you know what? We have an advantage now. Let's use it to clear their vision and search the jungle for those Raider cams.
5.
Now they know there's only one Raider cam left because there's been 3 from Justus, and 2 of them have been taken out by Surreal Gaming. So even though Justus has gotten 3 out of 4 Raiders so far this game, the vision is still only 1-to-1.
Okay. Credits, 35.5 to 34.4. Very close game here. Infinite Crisis Go4 final. $1,000 on the line. The winner of this best of 3 moves on to the final again. Justus is currently up 1-0, and they might be winning this game just barely by that 2K credit advantage. So we'll keep an eye on that. Justus looking for a win here.
And remember also that Justus is up 1-0.
Yes. So 2 wins in a row must happen from Surreal.
I have to say, at this moment, even though Surreal's down a little bit in credits, I actually like their position. I think their late game team comp's a little stronger. Atomic Wonder Woman, as the game scales, she has a hard time taking out a fully equipped target. Early on, she's really strong. Later on, the hard thing is she dies so fast, and she can't quite kill a squishy with the rotation. Whereas, and also Gaslight Batman, even late game, I feel like Gaslight Batman's really good marksman early. Green Arrow starts to get a little bit better late game. So we'll have to see the way this goes. I mean, it can still go either way easily. I still feel like Surreal has definitely been underutilizing their ability of Nightmare Batman and Nightmare Superman to coordinate picks.
Sure.
But actually, look at this. Picasso's in a kind of a tricky spot here.
Oh, hold on. Trying to get out. However, teammates are coming in, and Nightmare Superman going to be targeted down. He's going to be taken out very quickly. 5 members there from Team Justus. Star Sapphire going to be targeted down there by Atomic Wonder Woman.
Are they
overextending, Are they going to leap into this turret? That's pretty dangerous.
Indeed it is. Meanwhile, Gaslight Joker comes in from behind.
Okay. Trying to get a pick off.
Green Arrow, though, doesn't want to be
Green Arrow isolated and taken out. Great pick off there by Justus, getting 2 kills for free. Can they keep it up? Gaslight Joker is going to be grabbed, but he's very hard to kill.
Yeah,
and everyone else should live.
I really like Gaslight Joker coming in there to disrupt. I don't like Green Arrow coming in on his own.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. Green Arrow, very vulnerable. Not the strongest guy as far as that defense is concerned. He's a damage dealer, not a damage taker. Speaking of damage taking, Gaslight Joker solo and help the ultimate trying to take him out. Green Lantern just barely missing.
And that Star Sapphire ultimate combined with Nightbat.
Whoa.
So much damage coming out of Star Sapphire.
Oh, Green Lantern was looking for that kill. And then he got slaughtered.
Taken out. This big little pink monstrosity, that thing hurts.
Yep.
That's not a friendly monster.
No, it's not.
Gonna send it out again to try to clear some drones.
Yep.
It's timed out now. A little bit of a vision war here. Picasso's gonna be able to clear the cameras. Get the last hit on a drone there.
So mobile.
Yeah.
So mobile.
That's really distracting.
That's a wall. I'll just jump over that wall.
And you know, if you look at the credits, there's a lot of them on Salty-Kai because Salty-Kai's done an amazing job, 6, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But it also is something that as the game goes on, Atomic Wonder Woman amazing at split pushing, but in the team fights, she kind of has to wait for targets to load to really finish it off.
It's tricky. She's the one who comes in at the end, I think, to kind of scoop up. She can't be the focus. If she's the focus early on,
if she gets ultimated by either,
not going to be fun.
Yeah. And if she comes in too early, the ultimates from either the Nightmare champion, Superman or Batman would really wreck her.
Speaking of ultimates, Green Arrow trying to get targeted down. He's extending forward a lot. And the Bat Scream almost taken out. Look how low he is.
Oh, but he gets condemned inside turret range.
Whoa. Green Lantern, careful.
Great ham toss as well, but great heals by Harley Quinn.
Wow, nicely done. That's good team coordination there.
Harley Quinn. I think she's one of the most underused controllers in the game right now, and her heal scales so crazy off Will.
Very nicely done. They might get the Raider here. Green Lantern trying to take it. And gotta secure it. Oh, it's still there.
Yeah, no
They're
one
not
can pick
grabbing
it up quite yet.
This is gonna be a team fight here. Okay, Gaslight Joker being targeted down very low in health. That's very deceptive. I don't know if they can get him. They're targeting him down, which is strange. Okay, they do end up getting him 1 down. However, 2 down. Green Lantern taken out. Atomic Wonder Woman taken out. Will it scale further? Yes. Gaslight Batman taken out, but also Nightmare Batman taken out. So lots of trades here at this moment in time. And now Nightmare Superman trying to take down this Arcane Green Lantern. He's gonna get taken out. See you later. Bye.
Oh, a heal there from Harley Quinn, though.
Will he get out alive?
Oh, no. Nope. Bonza Love should get him.
Good try. Well?
What? This guy is so tough to kill.
Oh, my gosh.
And now he has a spell shield up. Yeah, he's safe.
Oh, my gosh. Well, so that could have been a 4 for 2, so it ended up being just a 3 for 2.
Harley Quinn is the cool thing about her heal too is it speeds them up when you heal them as well.
Oh.
So it's such it speeds them up, gives them extra attack lifesteal. Oh, here's 2 teleports coming in.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa! And the grab.
Oh my gosh. Okay. See you later, Star Sapphire.
Oh,
I think.
Oh, the ultimate.
Set another teleport in here.
They really want her.
Okay, but here comes Nightmare.
Neuron's contract.
Superman to try to help out. Just gets taken out by Green Lantern. Green Arrow's still in the area. Nightmare Batman looks like they're going to try to target down. Well, they're going to turn around. It's 4 versus 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Green Lantern's gone.
Yeah,
Smashed in the head with an anvil from Green Arrow there, or Green Lantern.
That was a big move for Justus. I think the game was almost dead even.
Those teleports, man, so vital. And those cameras too. Like the only reason you could teleport there is because those cameras are there.
And you know what's funny is
they can see the cameras, so they could have taken him out.
Yeah, Azure Fire really quickly picked that up, but had to deploy it just randomly before he even had they all just jumped on Azure Fire as he was in the middle of picking up that surveillance tower.
So overall, 46.6K. to 42.2K is the credit advantage for Justus. They are up 1-0. Keep that in mind. If they win this game, they move on to the finals to face off against BrawL. They're trying to take down an objective here. This turret, very vulnerable. Looks like Surreal turning around to try to protect that. Who are they looking for? Looking for the squishy guys. And they're just going to saunter off, skip on back to their side of the map, and find something else to do.
You know, I think one of the problems Surreal's had is that I think they've underestimated how tanky Atomic Green Lantern is.
Yeah.
The way he's being built is just, I mean, the Phantom Surge necklace, super tanky. He's building Suit of Sorrows, he's got Entropy Aegis, which of course is Will, Health, Power Armor, and that skill block.
Yeah, so you might be like, okay, let's target him down. We can kill him easily, but think again. Think again.
Yeah. Harley Quinn's not easy to take down either. That Metallus Heart really helps her out.
Oh.
And look at this, they're trying to get him again, but this time he's isolated.
4 versus 1. I don't care how many Suit of Sorrows you have. 5 versus 1 at that point.
It takes a while, but they got him.
Yeah. But we just saw how beefy he was. It took a while for those 4 guys to take him out. So look out for him. But now Surreal is going to try to turn this into an advantage. Now they're going to push up the middle. Remember, their turret was taken down. They want some revenge. They got 5 members of their team in the middle taking down these drones. Their objective is going to be that middle turret. 4 members from Team Justus going to try to defend that. Green Lantern is there. Look out for his ultimate. Especially when his opponent is grouped up, it's hard to deal with. The drones aren't there. No one feeling confident enough to try to take that turret. Meanwhile, at the top, that turret's getting very low. So a couple objectives might be able to take it out here if Surreal can play this right.
Nice little shot from Green Arrow on Atomic Auto, but the heal keeps her back up. This turret is going to go down. A great bat screen, though.
Careful.
But they got their objective, and now they're going to back away.
Did. Nicely done. Playing patient. And they kind of needed that. Also, that top turret, as you showed earlier, was pretty low. Keep an eye on that.
I think the drone wave is pushing... It's pushing against Justus, so this turret would die once this wave comes.
Yep, they need to bring... Yeah, they're sending a couple up there.
Yeah. Yeah, with these next reinforcing drones, it definitely would have gone down, so...
Nice job to retreat back and protect that turret.
The nice thing about turrets is even though you're like, well, it's low, it'll die eventually, but when it dies, it gives the other team 1,000 credits.
Right.
So that you'd rather deny them those credits for as long as possible. Nightmare Superman trying to deal with a health destroyer. He doesn't do much basic attack damage.
Right.
He's having a hard time of it.
Slowly but surely. He will get...
He's out of will, too.
The final blow.
Here we go.
Yeah, get some more help there. He's just going to go back anyway. All right, meanwhile, 3 members of Team Surreal trying to track down Arcane Green Lantern again. Oh, posturing around this area. Could have a team fight fairly soon.
There's no teleport for swipe, so they're going to be missing their marksman.
So it's 4 versus 3 right now. Now it's 4 versus 4.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And there's no teleport from either of the missing players, so it's going to be a straight 4 versus 4. Meanwhile here, yeah, that's just probably going to be neutralized. I don't think anything big is going to happen in that duel.
Gaslight Batman can get out of there pretty easily. Posturing around this Raider. Who's going to make the first move? There's cameras everywhere, so they see each other for sure.
Yeah.
Nightmare Batman coming in.
Pissing off the Raider, trying to get to attack the other team. It's Green Lantern. Tom, he doesn't care though. He's tough.
Yeah. Maybe try to bait.
Now it looks like both swipes coming in here, but so is Nightmare Superman.
Oh, who are they tracking down? Trying to get Green Arrow there. Trying to initiate. A grab is going to be missing there from Arcane Green Lantern. It looks like Star Sapphire going to get targeted down. Gaslight Joker trying to protect him. Green Lantern not going to be the new focus here. But now Arcane Green Lantern turning around trying to tackle Green Arrow. And there's a great ultimate from the Green Lantern of Team Justus. Could take out the Star Sapphire. Lots of trades going to be happening here. 2 falling from Team Justus, and it's not over. Gaslight Joker, look how strong he is. Throwing hands everywhere, laying down the ultimate, trying to track down Arcane Green Lantern. It's 4 versus 1. A lot of low health individuals here. And Arcane Green Lantern gonna get taken out too. Harley Quinn, not enough. So 4 down from Team Justus, only 1 down from Surreal. So they're certainly gonna be happy with that. Look how low in health they all are.
You know what was key there is, I feel like Justus may have been almost too aggressive in the way they approached that. And what that meant is that swipe went down really fast.
It did.
Because they were focused on trying to kill the members of Surreal Gaming, and that would have been great. They could have killed them, but they were never quite able to finish off Ziki. They grabbed him and get him low.
That was their initial target, too.
It was, yeah.
And they couldn't close him out.
And
it's a great job by the Green Arrow, though, to kind of run away and stay away. That's very important.
Come right back to keep doing the damage.
When you're being targeted down, you're getting focused. You're fine being targeted down, but you got to stay alive, because that means you're being attacked and your friends aren't, which allows for opportunity for your friends to get that damage done, and of course being able to turn around, to have the bravery in the game since it's turnaround, and start including your damage into the mix. And that led to a 4-1 advantage there in that team fight in favor of Surreal. So they're going to close that credit gap a little bit, but still anyone's game. But as far as that team fight is concerned, very nicely done there by Surreal.
That engagement, I think, was one that Joker's crowbar was huge in. Just because of the movement speed allowed him to evade drills. Drills would grab him in, and then he'd be out of there really quickly. And that movement speed just allows a player as good as Ziki to poke in and out of the fight and constantly contribute.
Sure.
Without his damage contributions, they would not have been able to kill the targets they were able to kill. So being able to stay alive and it was huge there. And that pretty much, if that fight didn't go so well for Surreal, it'd be looking bad for them because they were starting to fall a little bit behind.
Sure, they needed that. And they, at the end of the day, I think they killed the Raider too, got that camera, and they deployed it.
Yeah, so now they've got kind of the top left and bottom left of the map. They have great vision, whereas Justus only has the top right.
All right.
Oh, teleport canceled.
Nice job. Nice job there by Green Arrow, taking down that turret. They're pressing forward on this bottom lane. They also got a push at the top, but I think there's an ultimate coming down. Yes, there is. Onto Nightmare Batman. He should be able to get away.
Yeah, he's fast, even with the...
Well, hold on.
Slow.
Oh, that's a lot of damage being dished out. He's going to turn around. Might try to take on Gaslight Batman, try to sneak away, but no. Nice kill there by Gaslight Batman. Meanwhile,
they got another turret.
They got another turret, so they lost a team member, but they got a turret.
They got 2 turrets, because they got both bottom
ones. Oh, sure.
Now, can they get the dampener? Was Swipe coming back?
Gaslight Batman backing, so it shouldn't be happening. Well, that's a nice pick.
Doesn't even need the EMP.
Nope.
I don't think. Just gonna chop the pieces, save that.
Chops it up.
Probably will go back now.
Such an even game, I think. These are very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, it's super even. You can see Justus right now does have a slight credit lead, but a credit lead of a couple thousand is not that big a deal at this point in the game.
Sure.
And you know, one thing that actually is going to trouble Justus is their extra credits are on Salty Kai. Salty Kai is really fed with 13,000. Surreal is actually... Oh, he didn't get back in time!
Oh, no!
A great ham toss there.
They had the vision from the camera, so they were able to see that. Wow. That's what you need to do. Very nicely done there.
That's a big pick.
For Surreal. So, not a lot of things going Justus's way recently.
I feel like Azure Fire is going to be extremely painful for Justus. Azure Fire is one of the most fed champions in the game right now, and Star Sapphire is one of the strongest late game blasters. The way her abilities scale, it gets incredibly brutal. She has high range, so she can really stand outside of fights.
Yep. Whoa, Arcane Green Lands are getting tracked down. There's 5 members of Surreal here. The ultimates all being thrown down. Nightmare Batman trying to track down Arcane Green Lands, but he's so strong. Gaslight Joker trying to lead beat in there as well, do some damage, but now they're in range of that turret, so you gotta be careful. It looks like Atomic Wonder Woman taken out from Team Justus. Surreal still trying to press the issue, but they gotta be careful here. Don't overextend. That Arcane Green Lantern is so freaking strong.
Yeah.
He just doesn't die.
Atomic Green Lantern is a tough guy, man. He's got that Famous Necklace, Suit of Sorrows, and Entropy Aegis. Those are almost... Like, Famous Necklace is single-handedly... if all you care about is not dying, it's the best item, best artifact in the game for just not dying as the game goes on, if you have it stacked up.
Preserving that life, staying alive. The longer you stay alive and you're being targeted, the better it is for your team. And that was kind of displayed there by Arcane Green Lantern, but they did lose their Atomic Wonder Woman, so... overall, again, it's still a very even game. These guys are very closely matched, very exciting match so far. And as far as objectives are concerned, that's fairly even as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 Surveillance Towers to 1 right now. In the bank, it's a health and a speed deployable versus an EMP deployable for Justus. It's, like you said, it's dead even. It's this game could really go either way. It's super closely matched.
All right. So, looks like both these teams posturing once again around this Raider location. Nightmare Superman should be moderately careful here, trying to set up some cameras, get himself some vision. I like that decision.
Yeah.
And now
he's basically getting vision. Oh, he's kind of lurking,
That's
hoping
cool.
he can get a pick off with the rest of the team nearby.
Oh, decent attempt there.
Yeah. If that stall, it would have been awesome. And it's worth a try, right?
Sure. Of course. Team Justus not necessarily looking for a team fight. They got two teammates at the top.
Yes, Drools has teleport available. Actually, Salty Kai does as well. So both
okay,
of them
so
could
they could
teleport in.
technically initiate, but gotta have some good communication and cohesion if they try to go for that. So those teleports are timed correctly.
Oh, Salty Kai, if only he would find that surveillance tower, that would be huge. He doesn't know it's there though. He's actually going back, knowing his team needs him, not wanting to burn his teleport, using this back instead.
Looks like Surreal trying to make a play on this turret. However, here we go. Justus turning around, looking to engage potentially. There's an ultimate from Green Arrow. Gonna just take a little bit of health off of that Arcane Green Lantern. It's getting strong.
Yeah. Hardy can be scary that game. Now she's got the Gorilla City aura to give her whole teammates resilience. She's got the Olympus Gambit aura to give the teams, you know, additional durability, health regen armor. Those are really strong aura. And she has Metella's Heart aura, which is a negative attack speed to all the opponents near her. A really strong controlling champion once you get this stacked on her.
Okay. Well, Atomic Wonder Woman being very cheeky in the middle, and they know she's there, and I think she knows that this is going to happen, so she's very evasive. She should be able to get out fine.
And this surveillance tower can... The problem she has is people converging her from every angle, because then wherever she jumps to, someone can try to lock her down. But with this surveillance tower here, and the fact they knew they were all at the bottom, they know, okay, they're coming up, just run up and you'll be safe.
Nightmare Batman's got to be a little bit careful here too.
Yeah, he's fairly evasive, not as much as Atomic Wonder Woman, but he has a good speed boost ability. I'm kind of lurk out there. I also like how he's building himself very tanky. He started out with Marauder Knife for some extra damage, and then he's got Lobo Chain to slow targets and a little bit extra damage. But then he's going all tank. Mirror Master's Prism, Suit of Sorrows, Entropy Aegis. I think that's the recognition that when he ultimates someone, he's
gonna
stuck
get
there
hit
too, yeah.
So, trying to make himself as tanky as possible to prepare himself for those hits and to allow him to just be alive that much longer.
He's also a target that it's hard not to attack because he's fast, he sticks to targets.
I believe you do not belong here.
Ooh. Gaslight.
Believe that you do not belong here.
You do not belong here.
You do not belong here.
Wow.
I believe in Gotham
City.
You do not belong here.
I don't know what he's doing.
He just keeps talking.
He's talking
to
his
the
thing,
rest of his team.
dancing a little bit, having fun.
You gotta have fun.
We saw a lot of slash jokes in the last game, actually.
Yep.
Like it was about to be a really tense fight, and I'm trying to build up the anticipation, and then everyone just starts dancing and having fun.
And you know, that's something that's important. I think the audio in this game and those type of animations are so critical because at the end of the day, yes, they're competing for $1,000. Yes, yes, there's a seasonal finals. They're also going to be competing for $10,000 prize pool.
Sure.
It's the Go4 season's a big deal competitively, but also they're playing a game, and at the heart of it, a game is all about having fun.
Having fun, having a good time, enjoying each other, and having some laughs. Because we're having fun here at the Infinite Crisis studio, casting some Infinite Crisis, watching these guys duke it out.
They're all apprehensive right now.
Yeah, they're playing safe.
I think they realize it's such an even
patient.
game. And an even game is basically like a seesaw that's not tipped, which means it can be tipped very easily.
And
it's really hard to perfectly balance a seesaw.
Sure. Actually, it is very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
And these two teams have done it so well, each applying just the right amount of pressure, and everyone knows that once you start pushing it one way, it's easy to make it keep going that way.
And look at the kill death assist ratio too. It's like literally identical, 18-19-41, 19-18-41. So these guys very evenly matched, which makes that next team fight that much more important. If you can get a good team fight, a good ratio, a good trade, that's going to catapult yourself very quickly to a victory, potentially. So we'll keep an eye on that. A lot of momentum on the hands of Surreal right now, pushing up the middle. Again, they have those two cameras. Let's see.
Still a lot of posturing around. You know, one thing that's interesting is often the person who plays the controller says, okay, I'll buy the aura items to help the team out, like we've seen with what Harley Quinn has done.
Right.
But on Surreal Gaming, it's been Gaslight Joker, who's got the Oa Gambit aura for negative power armor on enemies, and he's got the Olympus Gambit aura for armor and health regen for his teammates. And I think that's the recognition that Gaslight Joker is so tanky by default that all he needs is these three items: Crime Bible, Mirror Masters, and Suit of Sorrows. And then his other three items are on the devices for that Mercury's Gift, the team speed boost, and then of course the Oa and Olympus Gambit. And that frees up Nightmare Superman Picasso to build a lot more power damage, right? Starheart, Logos, Neuron's Contract, Two Faces Coin, which means it's a lot of power damage coming up between Azure Fire and Picasso. A lot of power damage. Plus, all the enemies have negative power armor. Not a bad combo.
Cool cohesion. Like seeing that. Of course, these guys, they know what they're doing as far as when they're building specific items. Everything is for a reason. Atomic Wonder Woman thought about sticking around, but ended up retreating, and Camera's going to be taken. That's a nice pickoff, actually.
And they replaced because they just took the Raider,
oh.
So they put their own camera there, and it was like a war, two cameras on top of each other.
Yep. All about that vision. Knowledge of your enemy is nothing but good.
A very sizable drone wave, though. This top damper would take a lot of damage. But Surreal's not going to go back to defend right now because they know if they do, they'll lose a surveillance tower because, of course, Justus knows it's there.
Sure.
Oh, that's
they're tracking down. Trying to get Green Arrow. Team fight's going to happen here, but Atomic Wonder Woman trying to sneak away. Nightmare Batman is going to grapple him in place. You're going to see a team fight here. 5 versus 4. 5 versus 5, actually. Star Sapphire coming back. Let's see what happens. Green Arrow trying to do some damage onto Nightmare Batman. Harley Quinn healing up his friends. Gaslight Batman staying out of the mix. And no! Green Lantern taken out by Green Arrow. Very nicely done. And now Justus is on the run. Surreal has a lot of momentum here. All of their team members have a lot of health. They're going to try to make a move on this dampener.
Yeah, with Pseudo going down like that, that was a big blow. Great pick from Nightmare Batman to make that happen.
you
But
look
actually,
for.
look at this. They realize they can't defend the middle, so Salty Kai teleports to push the top.
Wow.
Now we do see Azure Fire going back. The rest of the team retreating as well. I think, okay, another
He's got it.
teleport.
Well, let's see
I
if
don't
they
know
go
if
for
they
it.
have sent that
Are they turning around? Gaslight Joker and Green Arrow. They gotta be careful here.
Could be a 3-on-3. Actually, Salty Kai's coming to cut someone off.
Yeah. Okay. There comes Atomic Wonderman targeting down Green Arrow. That's a great move, taking him out. Really cool plays here by Justus, making all the right moves. Well, Arcane Green Lantern.
They got the Surveillance Tower, and Atomic Green Lantern's a tough target to take down.
Needs some help. Gaslight Batman trying to keep his distance. There's Atomic Wonder Woman. Oh, grabbing Nightmare Superman.
It's 4-on-4, but Pseudo has teleport up.
It's too much.
Actually, in a couple seconds, you can teleport behind. It can turn around.
Okay.
They may be going to do that. There it is. There it is. There's teleport.
It's too far away. Grabbing Nightmare Batman, trying to take him out, and now Surreal's going to be on the run. Very quick change. There's 5 versus 4. They're all staying back. Gaslight Joker going to be tracked down. Nightmare Batman so low in health. He's going to take out a great Bat Scream, and he's going to be eliminated. Gaslight Joker also very vulnerable. And sweeped up as well. So 3 kills there by Team Justus. Also going to try to target down this turret. Star Sapphire, got to be careful. Arcane Green Lantern is there. Not going to get the final grab, but taking down that turret, taking down 3. And actually, Atomic Wonder Woman falling. But at the end of the day, they're certainly going to be happy with that. 3 for 1. Still very even, though. This is getting very close. I mean, it might come down to a team fight where if they get one like drastically favorable team fight, that could turn into a victory very easily. Whoa.
Surefire eradicated Gaspan. I talked about that danger earlier. Star Sapphire is such a strong late game blaster. The fact that she has 16,000 credits, which is, if you take out Salty Kai, compare her to Green Lantern, who's the equivalent blaster, not only do I personally would rather have Star Sapphire late game than Green Lantern,
right?
But she also has 4,000 more credits than Pseudo, which means Azure Fire is at full build. She's already maxed out everything. She might optimize a bit by selling. She might sell Cosmic Belt to get Book of Eternity, perhaps, because Book of Eternity would provide a lot more. Oh no, she already has that. I don't know. She may think about selling an item here or there, but at max build. Whereas if you look at Pseudo, you know, he still hasn't completed Book of Eternity, and he still hasn't even replaced his will vials from the start of the game. So definitely could use a lot more items to catch up.
Still, it's ridiculously even, ridiculously close. Again, guys, $1,000 on the line here in this Go4 monthly final for Infinite Crisis. The winner of this match moves on to the final to take down BrawL. Remember, Justus is currently up 1-0. They're 1 win away from advancing to that final in a very close game indeed. You know, if you had to pick someone, you might pick Justus as having a minor advantage, but at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to those team fights, how well the coordination is, how well the vision is, and who you decide to pick off. If you can pick off someone, that could snowball out of control. Nightmare Batman coming in here.
He's got to be careful.
Eyeing Atomic Wonder Woman.
He was like looking at her, looking away, looking at her.
Because remember, he has that ultimate that grapples him through, but if you go for that, and there's other champions around, it could be no good news for you.
No one's felt comfortable enough to start the Leviathan. You know what people can do? They can open it, and when you open it, everyone knows because they can see it's open.
Kind of try to bait him there, I guess.
Yeah, and especially with the vision, you see these cameras here?
Yep.
Surreal has no great vision in this area, and Justus has purposely done that. They've come in here and taken out the vision of Surreal.
Right.
And they're doing it. They're opening it up. They're going to set up a trap. Are they just going to try to do it? Oh, that's a bold move.
Risky. Very risky. There's a lot of health on that guy. Gaslight Batman's got to be careful. Star Sapphire in the area, laying down a camera.
Great use of the radar turret.
Sees it. Leviathan getting lower and lower, but here comes Surreal, gonna go for the engagement. Arcane Green Lantern trying to keep him back. Nightmare Batman leading the charge actually for Team Justus. Wow, Green Arrow getting so low in health as well, and Nightmare Batman. Was this the plan in mind by Justus? Harley Quinn trying to escape. Arcane Green Lantern trying to help his friend as well, and I think everyone's gonna get out of here alive. Meanwhile, Atomic, well, are you sure about that?
Take it.
I don't know about that decision. Green Lantern actually turning back, and Star Sapphire getting taken out. Nice pickoff there.
Yeah, this is actually turning out well for Justus.
Remember, oh, wow.
Oh, no, but Surreal got the Leviathan. Can they use these? There's the shield.
Okay, you got to make a decision here. Green Lantern trying to target down Green Arrow, and it looks like Nightmare Batman a little bit vulnerable. Gaslight Joker trying to help his friends as well, pausing to take one of those power-ups, but Gaslight Joker taking out. No, he's still alive just barely. Gaslight Batman doing so much damage. Green Lantern gone. That's 1 gone from Surreal, 2 down from Justus, but this is not over just yet. Look at how low Gaslight Joker is. That's incredible. Green Arrow as well. Overall, we're still really even. Like,
yeah, Surreal got a couple more kills there, and
Yeah.
they got the kill on the Leviathan, which means they used to be down by, I think, 2,000 credits, and now they're ahead by 1,000. But they had to use every single Leviathan deployable there to turn that fight around after a Surefire got picked off, because the Surefire is basically their strongest champion right now. So when Star Sapphire went down, I think it also showcased the strength of those Leviathan deployables. The shield, the stasis, the core.
Yeah.
They were able to turn that fight around and basically equalize it. Even missing Star Sapphire, who they don't want to be missing Star Sapphire.
No. She was the first one taken out.
I think it was a miscommunication because they saw Salty Kai going for the Leviathan, then they all turned around to get Salty Kai.
And then Star Sapphire was kind of left behind.
Yep.
I hear that.
That's the cough of
communication.
Green Lantern.
So important.
He's a little sick.
Ah, poor guy.
It's radiation poisoning. It's rough stuff. Rough stuff.
Rough.
You can see. Oh, he's got to work out.
Push-ups.
Yeah, he can do one-handed push-ups. That's pretty impressive. I mean, he
Is
does
that a
have.
hand?
I don't know. Is that cheating when he uses?
Yes. It doesn't even help you. It's a machine.
That's fair.
It doesn't even increase your muscles when you do that because you're only using that. So it's actually.
Well, it doesn't increase his will though, because it's his will that forms that arm.
Okay.
So maybe he's working his will out, right?
I'll
It's
agree
like
with
a
that.
mental exercise.
That's an acceptable answer.
Ooh, gets Harley, but Hardy is so tough to. She's just. I really like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's just doing her thing, skipping around, having fun. Teddy bear.
She's got her slumber party.
Not really understanding all the violence, just trying to help out her friends. I hear it too.
There's a teleport
Star
as
Sapphire,
well.
lots of teleports. There's going to be 3 members here very soon here. Oh my gosh, Star Sapphire melting in a matter of seconds. Nightmare Batman wants revenge. Remember, she's running the wrong way. She's going to try to get tracked down. There's going to be some teleports there, it looks like. What?
That was a really, you know what's cool there? Salty Kai knew that he was stuck. Instead of using back to base, he used Cyborg's teleport to stolen power to get out of there. And that being said, it was still a mistake of them not to try to interrupt it with an ability, but they had much less time, and they thought they had more time because they thought she would be going back, not using teleport.
Look at that credit count, Nick.
Oof.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Someone
Isn't
like
that good luck? Someone go to the lottery right now, and if you win, I get 10% because I just told you to do it.
It's good. I like that deal.
See?
Can I get 1% of your 10%?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm down with it.
Let's do it. Speaking of lotteries, Nightmare Batman getting caught off guard here. He's going to be fine. I think is the ultimate.
Oh, EMP being used.
Oh, that's bold. I don't know.
There's no drones here.
I don't know about this.
Focus down very quickly.
Oh, I don't know about this. That's time we're going to take it out. There's the ultimate from Green Lantern. And I think they're regretting a little bit going in. Because now Arcane Green Lantern getting taken out, or trying to. He's so. Look at how fast he's going. Too.
Yeah, that's the Omelet of Isis, Mercury's gift ability. There's a teleport from.
Nope. 5 versus 4.
They have their own Omelet of Isis up right now. I think Maestro used it earlier though. You know, I've seen some teams actually get 2 Omelet of Isises so they could chain the speed boost. Of course, Omelet of Isis is a great item for a team, as a Mercury's gift gives your whole team that speed boost.
Right.
In fact, actually, there are 2 from Justus. Both.
Be careful.
Wow, they actually took a damn there. That was fast.
Yeah.
Decisive.
That was risky too, but you got to make some decisive plays, even if there's a little bit of risk involved. And that was very nicely done, taking down that dampener.
They knew that the ultimates were down for Justus, and they were down a player.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna get this Raider too. There's no way Justus can contest this.
Nicely done. Surreal. Playing well. Looking to even up the series, looking to tie it 1-1 so it can move on to a game 3. Of course, again, if Justus wins this game, they move on to the finals to play against BrawL.
I definitely...
Whoa.
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 Nightmare Batman, where are you going? Green Lantern's here. Can he grab him? Can Arcane Green Lantern grab him? He tries, and he does! He grapples him forward. Green Lantern should be able to kill him. No!
Jukes.
He sneaks away. He went invisible and got out of there.
Great moves there. And that's much harder now because the duration of his invisibility used to be a couple seconds. Now it's only 1 second.
Oh, speaking of 1 second, another grab attempted. Guess that Joker's, he's a bit too strong. Do they have any MP to use? That was a pretty good ultimate. Nightmare Batman gonna stay alive. However, the middle dampener wants revenge. Should take it out, trying to. It's a little bit risky here.
Ooh, great.
This is very risky.
Condemn.
I don't know about this. There's a lot of members of Team Surreal there. So Justus, they're gonna back up. Arcane Green Lantern thought about taking down that dampener, and he's gonna get taken out. So not the best decision.
Can they chase down another?
You know, this is going more and more in Surreal's direction here.
It is. I feel like as the game goes on, I think their competition is better late game, and they've started to really group well.
Right.
I mean, Justus can still hold on and defend, but it's going to be tougher. Zeki's also caught up in credits and actually surpassed Swipe, which is one of the advantages is that Zeki was trailing in credits for all the game. He's off on his own, though.
That's very dangerous.
Nightmare
you don't want to be alone
ultimate.
in Infinite Crisis.
Not going to use it. I think this turret... No, there's no... Wow.
Oh. Whoa, see? Why?
Look at that body.
Why?
He flew up in the air.
You don't want to be alone in Infinite Crisis. You will get tracked, especially as Green Arrow.
That was a significant misplay. And the thing is, sometimes it's good to rove on your own to set a vision, but only if you know where they are and you have vision. Look at Surreal's vision in the top right.
Yeah.
They had nothing. And he was wandering around.
Wandering around, looking for Easter eggs.
Salty Kai wants it.
Come on, man. Okay, this is a mistake too. Hold on here. These deaths are very important. I mean, it's I think 70 seconds. You gotta wait now.
Yes. Fresh meat.
That's.
You know what's amazing though is, if I was Salty Kai, I would have thought I could get it too, and it might have been worth it if you could have killed it. But the combination of skills from Gaslight Joker there to disrupt her and basically take her from full to zero. The ham toss was perfect. The fetid cleaver.
And this is the point of the game where we're talking about scaling to the late game, and we were talking about Atomic Wonder Woman. You know, it's a little bit harder for her to really get her full utility. What she's looking for is catching people off or coming in at the end. So if I'm Surreal, I might be looking for a team fight here and looking to be very methodical about it.
The one thing I do like is we always talk about how she kind of drops off late game. Salty Kai's redone his artifact kit a bit. And what he's done is he's geared it all towards crits. So he has 20% crit with Joe Chills, he has another 15% with Ice Goggles, and then another 20% with Velocity Plants. Plus maybe any amps he has. Which means that even though ordinarily Atomic Wonder Woman doesn't have that, she doesn't have a natural attack steroid.
Yep.
But with a high enough crit chance, she can, I mean, we saw it earlier against Azure Fire. When that teleport to the top lane.
Right.
If you just get your crits in a row, you can really melt a target. And when you have 60, 70% crit chance, you can actually start to make that work using the Frenzy on Ice Goggles.
Sure.
You get some ridiculous
yeah, it's something to look out for too. Atomic Wonder Woman. She line up those crits. Leviathan.
It's pissed off.
Yeah, he's pretty mad. He needs to just listen to music and dance a little bit, I think.
I bet you dance well. Look at that. Look at that sway.
He's kind of wiggling a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got lots of limbs.
The vision here is so important. Surreal trying to shut down the vision of Justus. Surreal has the vision advantage. They have the 2 surveillance towers up right now. Oh, but Justus puts on their camera. Surreal's going to want to get rid of that one if they can.
Posturing around this Leviathan.
Another camera down.
They're going to try to go for it.
And you know, Surreal's trying to make sure Justus has people dedicated to defend these elite drone waves coming down the middle. Oh, here they go. Whoa. They engage.
You don't want to waste all your stuff on Arcane Green Lantern necessarily, though. Gotta be careful. Green Lantern, that's a good guy to hit. We got the fear. He's trying to target out Green Lantern. His Gaslight Joker tracking him down a little bit. Green Lantern, he's solo now. Does the ultimate from Nightmare Batman, but he's staying alive somehow, some way. Green Lantern not even losing any health there. And that might be Harley Quinn's, honestly, healing tactics that's doing such a good job there. And Justus, I think they're going to be fine here. There's a plane dropping down from above, taking down 2. Who's next? Gaslight Joker, very low in health, but it's a little bit deceptive.
Oh, actually, he might be able to kill Drills with a Fetid Cleaver. No, he's going to try to juke left and right.
Oh, my gosh. Gaslight Joker taken out, but...
Kills him with the deployable.
Oh, my.
Awesome.
Classic. Quadra kill.
They're not going to go for Leviathan. It's only Axiom left. They're going to go ahead and grab this damper easy. I think they can take another.
Is this done? No.
No, they can't end the game, but they can take another dampener, I do believe.
So only Nightmare Batman is left.
They could definitely... No, they're going to clear drones instead. But this wave is going to take forever to be pushed back. Yeah, okay, now they're going for dampener. I think they can take it.
Let's just take it. Just target it down.
Now they can target Nightmare Batman now.
Okay. Well, Nightmare Batman's doing a good job kind of stalling him. And is this an optimal use of time for Justus here?
I really think they could have taken this dampener. I don't know why they backed. They had another 10 seconds, and they were all at half-life or above.
So you think ignore Nightmare Batman there and just focus on that?
No, I think focus them. I think that they played it right, and then
they backed off because they were scared for whatever reason?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, to be
hard
fair...
to say. I mean, Harley Quinn lost a lot of health pretty fast from that
Yep.
Dampener, and then Nightmare Batman was coming in there, and it's a lot of
It's a lot
vulnerable individuals
And
in that mix.
The thing that also makes it scary is you can't just say, oh, when they come back, we'll run away.
Yeah.
Because when they come back, they can teleport 2 cameras behind you and catch you as you're retreating.
Right.
So I think they picked a safe choice, which is probably right. It's still an extremely even game. That being said, if they were going to do that, they probably should have never gone for the dampener. Instead, they could have wandered around a bit and tried to find these surveillance towers. They know they're around somewhere. They just don't know where.
At this point in the game, like, you gotta really focus on being as efficient as possible when you get those minor advantages. I mean, we had 4 gone from Surreal, and that's opportunity there. So maybe not the best decision making to take advantage of that opportunity from Justus. Still a very even game. The Leviathan being postured around. Justus going to start trying to target that down. Not a lot of members of Team Surreal are in the area. They're going to teleport in, though. Let's see how much damage they can do. Nightmare Batman coming in. We got... Oh, who's going to grapple? Arcane Green Lantern, not a good person to target. You want to try to target Green Lantern or Gaslight Batman. Actually going to be targeting down Harley Quinn. We have Atomic. Wonder Woman swooping in here, trying to get some damage done as well. 2 are gone from Surreal. 1 gone from Justus. It's not over yet. Star Sapphire trying to get out, but Arcane Green Lantern able to take that out, and there are 4 gone. Only one remaining. Gaslight Joker trying to close out. Atomic Wonder Woman not able to close the distance there. She's very quick. And now it's Arcane Green Lantern versus Gaslight Joker trying to pick up those items dropped from Leviathan. Meanwhile, we got drones doing lots of damage, doing to the turrets just outside this power core, so some teleport's gonna have to go down. Could this be the end of the game? I mean, only Gaslight Joker's left here.
He's still Gaslight Joker. They're trying his ultimate to clear the way.
It's up to Gaslight Joker trying to target down Green Lantern. He takes him down. A great move, but now Arcane Green Lantern trying to take down Gaslight Joker. Oh my God, I don't know what Atomic Wonder was doing there. She gets taken out. Gaslight Joker still alive. Can he make this work? Arcane Green Lantern trying to close this down, but Gaslight Joker just showing how strong he is. Taking down 2 enemy champions and defending this turret from these drones. Arcane Green Lantern, can he close this down? We have Gaslight Joker turning around again, trying to go for the 1v1, but here is Gaslight Batman, and that might be the difference. That might be the difference, but guess who's coming back? We got Green Arrow, we got Nightmare Batman. The power core being taken down, very risky. It's gonna be very close to indeed. Here goes Nightmare Batman with the ultimate, taking him down incredibly fast. Arcane Green Lantern trying to swoop around and take down this power turret, but he's gonna get taken down by Superman. And now 4 are down from Justus, and Surreal barely staying alive.
Wow.
Bottom line, Ferris.
What an interesting sequence of events there.
That was down to the wire there. I think Justus made a really good call teleporting in, but I think they could have had that, but they should have sent Atomic Wonder Woman back home to heal first.
And then teleport in.
And then teleport in, yeah.
I think they could have won the game if they had done that.
Because she was their main source of damage.
Yep.
And the thing is, Gaslight Joker can't really kill her that fast. If they could have just ignored him and gone straight for those turrets, the power core turrets.
Right.
But all they had left was Drools. And even though Drools wouldn't go down, he didn't have the damage output, take down those turrets fast. By the time Swipe got in there...
he's the defense guy. He's not...
And actually, he didn't have it with Swipe. If you remember, Swipe died.
Was able to come back.
And then came back and teleported in, or just ran in, actually. Whereas he really could have he could have gone back, healed, then come in the first place.
Sure.
There were definitely some errors made there. I think Justus got too overeager. They still almost had it, though. There's no power core turrets left from Surreal, which means the dampeners go down easy. At this point, the dampeners don't really do much. And with the power cores down, it means that if Justus wins another fight, it's game over. It's just absolutely done. The game's done. Surreal has no room for error, whereas Justus can still lose a fight and maybe pull out a defense because they still have those full power core turrets. There's 2 dampeners now, too, which, I mean, I don't think Surreal... They got another Raider, actually, which is pretty cool. But they're definitely going to be stuck on the defensive duty, fighting elite drones with no defenses. No defender's advantage at all here.
All right, looks like Justus, they smell victory. They smell the 2-0 again if they win here. If they can take down that power core, they will be advancing on to the final to play against BrawL. $1,000 on the line here at the Infinite Crisis Go4 monthly final. Trying to make the final push.
Oh, the Faded Star being used there to give them vision. Kind of interesting. Leviathan core being used to try to clear some drones out. Maybe inefficient use of that.
I wonder how they're going to play this here.
I mean, the dampers will come back up. The middle damper's coming back up in a minute. Once those dampers come back up, if they both come back up, the power cord will then be again safe.
Green Lantern coming up here. He's getting grappled by Nightmare Batman. I think he's overextending a little bit. Green Lantern. Oh no. They're actually going to go straight for the power core. They're going to try to win this. They're going to try to absorb all this damage and take the win, and it's going to work. They do it. Justus completely ignoring Surreal, targeting down that power core and getting themselves a victory. That's something you do not see every day. Taking the 2-0 victory.
That was close too.
Yeah.
Because once Gaspat went down, Atomic Wonder was the one with damage out, and she doesn't last long either. So once she would have gone, it was about three seconds more.
I mean, part of me felt like that was going to happen, and they went for it.
They went for it, and it was the right call. It was the right call.
They used Green Lantern to kind of distract, in a sense.
It makes sense because he's a tempting target. Because they're like, he's a damager, we've got to get him. But if all you care about, because if all you care about is killing the power core, you can't target it with spells.
Yep.
So Green Lantern is actually the least important champion if that's your goal.
Right.
But Surreal didn't realize it. They said, "Oh, we can kill one of their."
Let's kill Green Lantern. They're, you know, you're getting taken off guard here. We can do this. We can make this comeback happen. So they target down Green Lantern, but everyone else on the team makes a beeline for that power core.
They're like, pseudo.
Yep.
See
ya, Green Lantern. Green Lantern sacrificed himself for the team.
That was down to the wire. That was a super close game. These two teams were incredibly evenly matched here. And it's Justus who advances to the final scope against BrawL.
Justus versus BrawL. Of course, BrawL considered probably one of the best teams. No surprise seeing them there. And Justus showing they certainly belong. A lot of creative tactics, a lot of cool moves, which sets us up for a pretty awesome final. I'm excited, Nick.
Absolutely. One final best of 3 to see who wins the Go4 July monthly finals. Don't go anywhere. The finals are coming up next.
My name's Greg Pak. I am writing Action Comics and Batman, Superman for DC. I've been doing it for about a year now, and it's been a blast. A while back, I got a call from Jim Lee, and he said, well, first off, I got a call from Jim Lee. Can you believe that? No, yeah. Every once in a while you get a call, and your head pops off. He said Batman and Superman, and it's been amazing. So I'm just hugely grateful to everybody at DC who's made, let me play with these wonderful toys. Well, they're both heroes, and they both have the same objective in mind. They are going to do it. If this is the only way to save the world, they are both going to team up with these villains to do it. If you need both heroes and villains in order to get the job done, they're both going to do it. But Superman's going to go in there and he's going to be like, okay, guys, let's do this. He's going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. He does that maybe even to a fault. He'll do that because Superman's invulnerable, right? He can always turn the other cheek. And if he didn't turn the other cheek, if you don't turn the other cheek when you're invulnerable, then you're kind of a big jerk. So he's gonna. I think Superman will go into this more with an open heart, and try to make it work on that level better. I think Batman is going to be a lot more suspicious. I think Batman, because criminals, after all, are a cowardly, superstitious lot. He knows that. He knows all these guys are just looking for an opportunity to stick him in the back, so he's going to stick them in the back first if it comes to that. And he's always going to be, I don't know if this is a good idea, Clark. This doesn't feel right. Can't trust these guys. Don't be a sap. And so he's going to be on edge. But the interesting thing is that when it comes to actually organizing these villains to do something, Batman's going to be better at it than Superman because he understands them better, So in a weird way, he'll end up being a better leader of them than Superman would, I think. That Superman's going to, like if Superman's like, all right, let's do this, save the world, they're going to be like, whatever. But, when Batman tells them to do something, they're going to listen a little more, partly because he's going to, he might kill them. No, Batman doesn't kill, unless you're really bad.
When an extravagant party at sea hosted by spoiled socialite Oliver Queen was attacked by pirates, and used his bow to retaliate against his would-be kidnappers. His indifference to archery lessons proved fatal when his attack triggered the pirates' explosives, killing 20 and throwing Oliver into the Pacific Ocean. Marooned on a desert island, Queen honed his bow skills to survive, pledging his life to making things right and donning the mantle of Green Arrow. Green Arrow is an adaptable marksman capable of devastating damage and elusive maneuvers. Green Arrow can switch between 3 stances that enhance his mobility and ranged attacks. When used, each of his first 3 skills provides a unique stance bonus. It remains in effect until a different stance-altering skill is executed. When switching to a new stance, Green Arrow's next basic attack is empowered with a unique arrow bonus. His passive is Adaptable Ammo. When Green Arrow uses Super Foam arrows, Ballistic arrows, or Thermite arrows, he gains a brief attack speed boost and his ultimate's cooldown is reduced. Use Super Foam arrows to rush in the target direction. The arrow bonus will cause the basic attack to reduce an enemy's move speed. The Super Foam stance grants bonus move speed, although taking damage will temporarily suppress it. The arrow bonus from Ballistic arrows makes his next basic attack deal extra attack damage, and the Ballistic stance gives him attack penetration.
You have defeated an enemy.
The arrow bonus from Thermite arrows will cause his next basic attack to attach a bomb. The bomb explodes after a few seconds, or if a second bomb is applied, dealing damage around the target. The Thermite stance will cause any target killed by Green Arrow to explode and damage nearby targets. Bullseye is Green Arrow's ultimate and is available at level 1. Activate Bullseye to begin charging this powerful shot. While charging, Green Arrow is unable to use basic attacks and his move speed is reduced. The total range and damage of Bullseye will grow the longer the shot is charged. But charging Bullseye for too long will cause it to fail and begin its cooldown, returning a portion of spent will. Activate Bullseye a second time to fire. The shot passes through and damages drones, only stopping when it hits an enemy champion. However, if Green Arrow is in the Ballistic stance when firing Bullseye, it will pass through and damage both drones and champions. Otherwise, Bullseye will apply Green Arrow's most recent arrow bonus to the first enemy champion it hits. Use the rush from Super Foam arrows to escape from dangerous situations, or to chase down an enemy. The bonus move speed from Super Foam stance is also great for faster map travel. Thermite arrows provides excellent harass, especially when paired with Bullseye. When defending, your long range and agility can be used to poke and stall enemy captures of power relays and control points. To deal high damage quickly, basic attack after using Ballistic or Thermite arrow, and then follow up with Bullseye, applying a double dose of arrow bonus. Green Arrow excels with artifacts that provide attack damage, lifesteal, and critical chance. If the enemy team builds attack armor, consider picking up Coda Blade or Atomic Axe. In the early match, Soul Taker Katana or Cheetah's Claw can help you sustain your lane presence. Artifacts with critical chance like Jochill's Revolver and Zeiss Goggles help maximize your damage output. A little defense goes a long way once you're dishing out the damage. For several seconds after being placed, Green Arrow's surveillance cameras can see through stealth, revealing enemy cameras and champions. This is especially useful to counter surprise attacks by champions with stealth, like Gaslight Catwoman and Nightmare Batman. Bring an arrow for every occasion as Green Arrow. Formerly a Green Lantern and Hal Jordan's mentor, Sinestro once said that order came only through fear. When his tyrannical abuse of power was exposed, Sinestro was banished to the antimatter universe. There he forged his yellow power ring, one that channeled not willpower, but fear. Now, leader of his own Lantern Corps, Sinestro seeks to bring his vision of order to the universe and vengeance upon all Green Lanterns. The fearsome tyrant is a blaster using will as a resource to terrorize and finish off weakened prey. His passive is Yellow Impurity. Sinestro's skills mark targets with Yellow Impurity. If a target is marked, Sinestro's core skills receive a powerful bonus effect. Use Saw Blade to hurl a jagged construct blade, dealing power damage to the first target hit. If marked by yellow impurity, the target takes additional power damage equal to a percentage of their missing health. Reap enemies with Dread Scythe, dealing power damage to all targets in a wide cone. If marked by yellow impurity, enemies are also silenced. Use Cull the Weak to dash to a target location and deal power damage to all nearby enemies. When Sinestro kills an enemy champion, the cooldown on Cull the Weak is reset. If marked by yellow impurity, enemies are dealt additional power damage. Sinestro's ultimate is Fear Incarnate. As a skill shot, he launches Parallax, the living embodiment of fear. If Parallax hits an enemy champion, they're stunned and dealt power damage for the skill's duration. During this time, nearby enemies are feared away from the primary target and marked with yellow impurity. If no champion is struck, Parallax creates an area of effect that applies fear, deals power damage, and marks all enemies with yellow impurity. Because Sinestro has low health and high damage, victory will come from knowing who to engage, when to engage, and how to use his different skill combos. When playing in lane, Sawblade followed by Dread Scythe will silence your enemies and create safer trades. If starting a combo with Dread Scythe, you sacrifice the silence from yellow impurity for more damage with Sawblade or Cull the Weak. More specifically, Dread Scythe followed by Sawblade is good at securing a kill on low health targets. Keep in mind, Sawblade's damage is capped when targeting drones. When possible, roam the map to ambush low health enemies or move to flank weak champions during teamfights. For instance, if two enemies are in lane and one has low health, ambush with Cull the Weak and quickly finish them with Sawblade. The kill will reset Cull the Weak's cooldown, allowing a timely escape or aggressive repositioning. If escaping, you can drop Fear Incarnate just beyond the enemy's vision around a corner. This way, Fear Incarnate will be waiting on the ground as your enemies round the corner, and run straight into power damage and a fear. Immediately turn and unload an area of effect combo. If you secure a kill, use Cull the Weak to escape, preferably over a wall. Use this tactic with caution, however, as sometimes it's best to save Fear Incarnate for teamfights. Sinestro benefits the most from artifacts that grant bonus power damage. Rushing Tier 2 of Dr. Destiny's Dreamstone helps your early lane presence by providing sustained will. Next, the power penetration from Cosmic Belt or Book of Eternity is often essential, as enemies will counter-build power armor. Neron's Contract is also very useful, as it provides great defensive stats and the Blood Bargain active skill, which suits Sinestro's skill set. Sinestro's Psychic Assault slows a target and shreds their attack and power armor. This allows you to single out and soften a target during surprise attacks or teamfights. Teach fools the meaning of fear as Sinestro, Tyrant of Korgar.
Hey, Mike Williams here, IC Rex. I'm standing with Dan Jurgens, creator of some of the most awesome characters in DC history. How is it working with DC and everything like that?
I've been working with DC a long time. I think we have a really good relationship. Works for them, works for me, and that's how it's all supposed to come down.
Awesome. So, what went into like the mindset for Doomsday when you created him?
We were looking for at that time, almost all of Superman's villains were very talky guys, and it's like Lex Luthor, Superman can't exactly punch him out.
Yeah.
Because then the story's over on page 1, right? So we wanted that physical presence, something that was very counter to Superman. A force of nature, a raging beast, something that actually didn't reason with him, but just this unstoppable force that Superman had to try and stop.
Awesome. So in Infinite Crisis, the multiverse is under attack. Everything's colliding together. Supervillains, superheroes are fighting together. How do you think Doomsday would react to pairing up with Superman?
I don't think it would be pairing up with Superman so much as he would just be knocking the jabbers out of anyone around him. If Superman is there and he's fighting the same guy, maybe, but it's not a team up to Doomsday. He's just there to knock stuff down. That's how I see it.
That's pretty awesome. So, without any allegiances in like all the universes, what would the strongest 5-man team, villains, heroes be?
Oh, so we can combine Supermen from various universes and things like that? I really think at that point you almost have to take 5 5 Supermen from 5 different universes. You might be able to throw Doomsday in because the theory would be this. If you take 4 Supermen and 1 Doomsday, Doomsday is an evolutionary perfect creature, so he is supposed to evolve beyond anything around him.
Yep.
So in theory, if you had Doomsday hanging out with 4 Superman characters, he would eventually surpass them. So I'd go 4 Superman and Doomsday. How's that?
That sounds amazing. So we actually have 3 Supermen in our game. We have a Nightmare Superman.
Okay.
We have a Superman Prime. Then we have Mecha Superman.
Right.
What would be the 4th Superman that you would want to see next?
Oh, man. I think at that point, what we really have to do is go with, you have to find evil Superman. Because you need someone, you know, physically they're all going to say be about the same. So find evil Superman, because if you take away the goodness that is in him, then you've really got a problem. So that's where I would go with it.
You heard it here. Dan saying the strongest team, 4 Superman and 1 Doomsday. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Of the trillions slain by the murderous robotic peacekeepers known as the Manhunters, Atrocitus was among the 5 survivors. These survivors formed a terrorist group called the 5 Inversions, who waged war against the peacekeepers' creators, the Guardians, but were defeated and imprisoned. The rage of Atrocitus could not be confined, and he broke free, butchering his fellow Inversions to fashion the first red power ring. So armed, his war on the Guardians began anew. Atrocitus is a disruptive enforcer who unleashes furious might on unsuspecting foes. His passive is Red Lantern's Rage, which damages nearby enemies with power damage when attacked. Atrocitus is fueled by his rage, replacing the will meter with a rage meter. His basic attacks fill his rage meter, as does damage from enemy drones and champions. After several seconds without gaining rage, the meter will begin to drain. Atrocitus' skills normally have no cost, but at half rage or more, his skills become enraged, consuming half of his maximum rage and adding a bonus effect. Use Crimson Slash to empower his next basic attack, granting additional power damage and slowing the target's move speed. If enraged, the power damage and slow are dealt to all enemies near the target. You can taunt nearby drones to attack Atrocitus for a few seconds by using Come At Me. While active, Atrocitus receives a flat damage reduction that increases with his missing health. When enraged, Come At Me greatly increases the frequency of Red Lantern's rage. Overwhelming Rage fills an enemy champion with rage, forcing them and Atrocitus to charge each other. When the two collide, Atrocitus deals power damage and briefly roots his enemy. If enraged, he taunts the champion and trades basic attacks for a few seconds. Atrocitus and his enemy hit with increased attack speed and reduced attack damage. His ultimate is Plasma Wave. Atrocitus spews a cone of deadly plasma, increasing the enemy's incoming damage and dealing power damage over time. Playing as Atrocitus is all about managing Red Lantern's rage. Atrocitus plays best when he can open a fight with rage, so, before moving to attack, try to wipe out a drone wave or jungle camp. When jungling, take Crimson Slash first and use it to quickly clear 2 easy drone camps. Next, at level 2, take Overwhelming Rage and look for gank opportunities in nearby lanes. A great early gank combo is to open with an empowered Overwhelming Rage and then follow up with Crimson Slash. If no nearby enemies are vulnerable to ganks, continue jungling to hit level 3 and take Come At Me. In general, it's best to save Plasma Wave for teamfights, when your damage-focused allies can follow up on it. This is because enemies hit by Plasma Wave take increased damage from all sources, but also because it fills your rage bar and allows you to disrupt enemy damage dealers with Overwhelming Rage or Crimson Slash. Atrocitus benefits greatly from armor, power damage, and cooldown reduction. Atlantean Royal Seal and Cosmic Belt are excellent artifacts for almost any situation. If you're after durability, consider Fragment of Mogo, Eclipso's Diamond, and Ra's al Ghul's Robe. For more damage, try Blue Scarab, Cosmic Belt, and the Starheart. Finally, Olympus Gambit or Amulet of Isis can both provide solid utility for aiding your allies. Atrocitus's Meteor Drop slows enemies it hits in addition to dealing damage. It's great for the extra slow, making ganks using Overwhelming Rage and Crimson Slash even stronger. Rip your enemies apart with Plasma and Fury as Atrocitus, leader of the Red Lanterns.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back from Boston, Massachusetts. Are we in Boston, technically? What are we?
Well, we're in Needham.
Needham.
Needham, Massachusetts, outside of Boston.
Not to be confused with Wantham.
That's true.
Or Want Turkey.
Well, there's a Dedham.
Is there?
Yeah.
We're not there. We're in Needham
Needham
at the Turbine Studios. Casting some Infinite Crisis. We got the Go4 monthly final, and we're down to the final teams. We're $1,000 on the line, Nicholas.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
You know what you can do with that much money?
Buy stuff.
You could buy a couple NVIDIA GTX 760 video cards.
Oh, what if I want one for free, Nick?
Well, if you don't think you can win an IC tournament, there's another way to do it.
How?
So you go to facebook.com/Infinite Crisis. You have to do this several hours ago, and you submit a paint submission.
Yep.
But right now, what you can do is you can vote on someone's paint submission. Go ahead, check it out, facebook.com/Infinite Crisis. Vote on your favorite paint submission dealing with Infinite Crisis and esports. And
there's some good ones.
Yeah. Why don't we look at a couple of good ones?
A lot of paint artists are among us and among you, and I want to thank you guys for your submissions. We have 9 of them on the screen right now that you can see. I think maybe in a few seconds. But the point is, we had a competition of people on paint where you submit a picture of Infinite Crisis, and there's a vote on whose is the best, and then the winner gets a graphics card. It's like the coolest competition ever. I'm a really big fan of paint, and I'm a really big fan of creativity and expressing yourself. And I'm a fan of video games and Infinite Crisis. And there is a way to put all that together, and it's this competition that we have for you guys where you submit a painting using MS Paint of Infinite Crisis. The winner gets a graphics card.
Well, we'll go ahead and look at those in a little bit.
Maybe
but I think
later.
Right now, I think both teams are already started finals.
I wanted to show mine, too. I had a pretty cool drawing.
We'll save it for later.
Dang it.
This is the announcement that Axeltos might reveal his drawing after the first game.
It's really good. I don't want to spoil
How good is it? From 0 to right now, how good BrawL's an IC? Where is it on that scale?
BrawL's pretty good. I might go with Axeltos good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Is it?
An IC or in life?
All the above.
I'd say that's about halfway.
Yes.
Halfway.
Close enough.
Close enough. But is it enough to win a NVIDIA GTX 760?
That's a great question. And that's for the community to decide.
There's some tough competition there. I'm looking at it right now. Facebook.com/Infinite Crisis. Go ahead and like the page and then check out these awesome submissions and see which one you like the best and give them your support in winning that NVIDIA video card. But here we are into the grand finals. Game 1 is underway.
Game 1.
Look at these
Draft
bands.
mode is started. Who are they going to pick is the question. Who would you pick?
Who would I pick? Well, right now they're choosing who to ban.
Oh, fair enough. So they're banning... Whoa, what?
They banned Green Lantern and Atomic Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Those are interesting
That
bans.
is interesting. I wonder if they watched the previous games, maybe. I mean, they've been used in every game today, I think.
Yes. And I think, honestly,